And now, it's time for another episode with the two brothers who ice fish from the same hole, who have kicked the same field goals, and who will have you laughing from start to finish. Bringing you the sports, music, and entertainment straight from their Eskimo hut. It's the Eskimo Brothers Podcast.
Yeah, man. What's up out there, everybody? How are we doing? Welcome in to the Eskimo Brothers Podcast. Episode is 154. 154 times we've sat down and done this. I mean, I'm surprised we're both still alive. Every time I think about that, and the number grows.
Yeah, man, that's a great one.
What's up out there, everybody? My God, dude, how are you? You've been over here for a long time today.
I have.
We've had some fun.
Since noon.
Football.
Not a lot of fun.
The football. You've had more fun than I have.
Maybe.
Kind of, yeah.
Not
kind
really.
Of. Kind of. Yeah. But it's 1:54, man. It's a Sunday afternoon after our teams just finished the football games. The afternoon games are still going on, but we hit record after our teams usually play. That way we can react to our games and talk about the other games a little bit. At the same time, though, we don't want to record till 11 p.m. at night.
Very true.
We have lives, guys.
We do.
We do have other things going on, which sucks. We wish this was our total life.
Yeah, I would love to go live
I'd go live at midnight
the Sunday night
if this
game.
is all I did.
Yeah, no shit.
You know?
Yeah, no shit.
But, yeah, it's 1:54. I had a terrible week. I'm not going to lie. A terrible week of work.
Yeah.
Just absolutely the worst kind you could ever have. And then I was literally just like, just give me a Thursday, which was our live stream, which was fun. You know, we had a good time. There was a little bit of I'm not going to lie, a little bit of a lull this past week on week 2. Like, what the fuck was going on out there, man?
Yeah,
Where's everybody at?
Yeah. Yeah.
So we're going to need to brighten that up a little bit, hopefully. But I still had fun.
It was great.
I still had fun. It was a really good game.
It was always fun.
Yeah.
Thursday night football is always fun, no matter who's watching.
It's just, if it's just me, brother, if it was just me and you, which is what we do anyways, still had fun seeing Tua Tagovailoa go down again and do up his crypt hands with his another concussion. Please retire from the NFL, Tua Tagovailoa.
Yeah, that's
because you're going to die.
That's a lot of concussions.
Anyways, we had fun. And so that's what I was looking forward to this week. And then, of course, just one more day to get past. And the weekend happened. I had an all-day volleyball tournament yesterday with the kiddo. And I had fun with that. Of course, there was one other team that was there that was so fucking stupid. And just, I won't even get into it. I don't like to get into it on this podcast. We're not about that. I already talked to you about that off podcast.
Yeah.
So, my God. People, grow the fuck up. When you're at a goddamn kids tournament, could somebody please tell everybody to act like fucking adults?
Yeah.
God, that's why they need to serve alcohol at these. Because if I was drinking during that, oh God.
It would have been bad.
9 a.m.
Would have been a nightmare,
yeah. You want to suck up? No problem. I brought my own. Fucking Will Ferrell's thing.
Yeah.
Get on the bag.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, it was a long week, dude. Shitty week for me. I was really happy to get to the weekend, especially for this moment right now. Not for the Cowboys game, which, by the way, we're going to talk about sports first in this episode.
Yeah,
we're hot. We're hot right now. Both of us are hot right now.
Yeah.
So I was like, we got to jump into sports immediately in this episode, bro. But before I do that, how was your week? I mean, I'm already there, bro. I'm at level 10 right now.
Yeah, Sam may die. But, yeah, my week was okay, man. It wasn't great, obviously. Got some bad news on Friday. I'm not going to go into that. It's nothing like...
He's not dead. He's not going to die.
Yeah, nobody has died in my immediate circle, so I'm good.
Leaf is not, as far as we know, nothing health-related.
No, well, my health is bad. That's
what I'm saying. He hasn't gone to the doctor. We don't know that yet.
It's not that. It's just something else.
Yeah.
But anyway, that part was bad. But then I had a good weekend actually. Friday night was good.
Nice.
Just hung out Saturday. My mom's birthday was Saturday. We hung out there and did some stuff.
I saw that.
Yeah, I went down to my cousin's house. We had like a thing. They were cook some food, dude. My cousin's wife made this fucking chicken fettuccine Alfredo, bro. Oh my god, it's fucking delicious. I took a plate home.
What's her name?
Her name's Nancy.
Nancy. Does she listen?
No.
Oh, come on, Nancy. We want that to be delivered to the studio.
No, it was fucking delicious. I had some when I got up this morning because I took a plate. I was like, I'm taking this home. Well, I'll see y'all later.
100%. Why wouldn't you?
But it was good. Played some cornhole and just did a little.
Did you dominate?
Oh, yeah, we did.
Brother,
I won
I've been saying we got to join that Thursday league over here.
Yeah.
We can't because of football. But
yeah. After football season, maybe.
Yeah.
But yeah, man.
Off season. Sorry, guys, we're in the season. We can't do this now.
Yeah, and then man, it was all good. Then I came over here, obviously, and we watched the noon games. And
let's jump in right now.
A lot of talked about.
That's what we're doing right now. We're starting off on sports because we're both. I'm more heated than Leaf is.
Yeah.
But starting off with the fucking sports in this episode and there's some other stuff too at the end of this episode. We got to talk about some shit that we saw this past week finally. But sports are first. And if you know our goddamn podcast, you know that's flip-flopped is what that is. So I will start off with just saying our Thursday night game was fun. The Bills beat the shit out of the Dolphins 31-10. The Bills they look good, dude.
Yeah.
The Dolphins, by the way, did you see the last 12 games the Dolphins have played? Teams over 500 record. They're 1-11.
Oh, wow. So, it can't be good teams.
No.
Yeah.
Exactly. And that's why I chose the Bills on Thursday. Because I was just like, man, until the Dolphins prove that they can beat a team that I think is good, I'm not going with them, dude.
Yeah.
And they obviously did not. And we know Tua went down, like I said earlier, he went down. The dumbest play ever from a guy that has 3 or 4 concussions in his history trying to make a first down, and he just runs forward. And instead of sliding, he puts his head down and just not smart, which I think the other concussions may have gotten in his brain. He's like, I can't slide. Or, I don't know. Like, you got to slide, bro. So I think the Dolphins season is over. That's what I'm trying to say.
Oh, it is now, yeah. You're not going much further with Skylar Thompson as your quarterback.
No. Sorry. So. And I hate that for them.
Yeah.
Because I want to see Tua in that offense and Mike McDaniel succeed, but they can't beat a good team, dude.
Yeah, no, they're the AFC Cowboys, like you said.
Yes, we said that many times on Thursday. Yes. Yeah. And then we can just mention some of the other games that have finished. We're still, like I said, it's 3:55 our time right now. So the big game going on right now is Bengals Chiefs. So we really can't get into that, but. The 49ers lost today. The Vikings, 23-17.
Yeah. There were some, good teams today that just shit the bed.
Yeah.
Like you said, the Vikings beat the 49ers, which is wild.
Yes.
Vikings are 2-0.
Yeah, they are. With Sam Darnold.
Sam Darnold.
Justin Jefferson did leave the game.
Yeah, he did.
So we'll see how that turns out. Seahawks beat the Patriots in overtime, 23-20. We're not surprised by that. The Patriots won that first game of the year. I'm like, it's the Patriots. And let's be honest, they got Jacoby Brissett.
Yeah.
So we'll see. Chargers beat the Panthers 26-3. I don't think anybody's surprised that the Panthers didn't win.
Right.
And they only scored 3 points, 1 field goal. Not surprised by that.
No. Panthers are just...
That might as well be a layup.
Yeah.
Whenever you see the Panthers on your schedule, like, Jesus, easy.
Yeah. Probably the worst team in the
Let's not even study film, guys.
Yeah.
Dude, Bryce Young's terrible.
He's bad.
Packers beat the Colts 16-10 without Jordan Love, obviously.
Yeah.
So the Packers the Colts go into Green Bay. Now the Colts are 0-2. Anthony Richardson is back, and I thought this guy, last year he was starting off really well, got hurt. So I'm like, let's see what this guy can do. He does not look good so far. Malik Willis started at quarterback for the Packers because, like I said, Jordan Love is out with his knee injury. Josh Jacobs has 32 carries this game and 151 yards.
Yeah.
So they just gave him the ball constantly because they're like, yeah, let's not make Malik Willis throw the ball ever. And if he does have to throw it, it's going to be so easy that he only has to throw it 14 times.
Right.
That's what happened.
Yep.
And the Colts are just trash, bro. They're 0-2. I swear to God, they're not going to be the worst team, but they're not going to be good. And I thought they would be a little bit better with Anthony Richardson having an actual healthy start, but it doesn't look good.
Yeah, no, doesn't look good.
Yeah. Browns beat the Jaguars 18-13. What the fuck is wrong with the Jacksonville Jaguars? They're 0-2 now, and they lost to the Cleveland Browns at home. And we saw how bad the Browns were last week.
Yeah.
I mean, the Cowboys didn't even play that good last week, and they still beat the shit out of the Browns because Deshaun Watson was terrible.
Mm-hmm.
Deshaun Watson, 22 of 34, 186 yards this week. No touchdowns, no interceptions. Really doesn't make any sort of a difference. It's just, I think Jacksonville just sucks. What happened to Trevor Lawrence, bro?
I know, man. Like, I thought that guy was going to take, like, when they kind of slipped into the playoffs that one year. I mean, he lost to the Chiefs, obviously, and then.
But he played well.
He played well. And I was like, man, this guy's going to have a breakout season next year. He did not have that. And then this year, I was like, maybe this is the one.
Yeah.
And I don't feel good about that either. So.
I don't feel good at all.
Yeah. Losing to the Browns, man, that's bad.
Yeah. Really fucking bad. I mean, I think we can both probably agree the Browns and the Jaguars, they're not making the playoffs, right? No, either of them.
No, the AFC stacked, so you're going to have to play really well to win. And when you lose to the Browns, you're not going to probably make it to the playoffs.
At home.
Yeah, and the Browns aren't going to make it, dude. I mean,
hell no.
You played a shitty Jaguars team. Obviously, we just saw that. So
yeah. Jets 24-17 over the Tennessee Titans. Jets on the road win this game. Jets go down 1-1. Aaron Rodgers has never started 0-2 in his career ever, so it didn't look great at first for a while.
They struggled with the Titans, which is pretty wild because the Titans are not good.
Exactly.
Will Levis is bad.
Will Levis is bad, yeah. Titans are 0-2 now. Will Levis, 19 of 28, 192 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 pick.
Yeah.
Not good. He's not good. From what we're watching, he's just not good. Aaron Rodgers, 18 of 30, 176 yards, 2 touchdowns. Breece Hall looked pretty good. A couple times we saw him.
Yeah.
Allen looked good. That one run, scored a touchdown. I really don't know what to think about the Jets after watching them twice. And
I don't know.
with Aaron Rodgers. Because they played the Monday night game and they lost. But I don't know. Aaron Rodgers is 100% his last year. There's no way he plays again after this year. He's definitely lost a step. You can tell he's 40 fucking years old, man.
Yeah. It's probably after this year. It's probably time to hang it up.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I think the only reason he played this year is because he lost the whole year last year.
Right. Yeah.
So he's like, I gotta come back.
4 plays in, he's out. Like, at least give it a shot to where
He's like, I gotta come back.
Yeah.
And try. And Jets fans are like over the moon right now. But at the same time, when they watch this game, maybe not. I don't know. Either way, it doesn't matter. They're 1-1. They won this fucking game. That's all that matters.
Yeah.
And you could just build on it, I guess. There's 10, by the way, there was 10 fucking games in the noon. So, like, yeah. Crazy.
A lot of them, yeah.
Buccaneers at Lions. Buccaneers 20-16 over the Lions. We watched a lot of this game because Red Zone was on. And the Buccaneers are 2-0, brother. Yeah. Detroit is 1-1 now. Do we take Tampa Bay seriously right now? With Baker Mayfield leading the way? Because, my God, they look pretty good.
I would think so. This was a big win for them. Like, last week's win against the Commanders was not good. I mean, that was good for them. I mean, they should have done it. And that kind of showed how good the Buccaneers were.
Right.
But then this was their first real test. And to beat the Lions, who's a pretty decent team, probably playoff team.
The Lions, 100%.
Yeah. So
went to the NFC Championship.
I mean, Baker Mayfield looked good again for 2 weeks in a row, and so this guy found his home. Yeah, they look good, man. They look like a contender, dude. So I would be careful with the Buccaneers. They're pretty good.
2-0.
Yeah.
2-0, and I'm not counting the Lions out by any means. I mean, they're not. Jared Goff, though, 34 of 55 today, 307 yards, 2 interceptions, no touchdowns, 0 touchdowns.
I saw both of those picks too, and they were bad.
Yep,
they were bad throws.
I don't know how you can be like, I don't know. I'm nervous when Jared Goff is back That's just me.
Yeah.
Amon-Ra St. Brown had a huge game, 11 catches, 119 yards. 11 catches is a fuck ton, dude.
Yeah.
So a huge game for him. Jameer Gibbs as well, 7 catches as well as 13 carries. So they involved him a lot, which they should. I mean, that's their dynamic offensive player.
Right.
So they should do that more often. And then the last noon before we get into our teams, Raiders at Ravens. This is kind of shocking. Raiders win 26-23. Baltimore starts 0-2 on the year, dude.
Yeah.
They went to the AFC Championship last year. 0-2. That's not good.
Yeah, that's a big hole to climb out of.
Yeah.
And to lose to the Raiders is pretty bad.
Gardner Minshew.
Gardner Minshew, yeah. That's wild, man. Let's see.
Yeah.
I was going to look at, because I thought I saw like something from Lamar Jackson. Let me look.
Lamar Jackson was 21 of 34, 248 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception, 5 carries, 45 yards. He runs a lot.
Yeah.
But my God, dude, how do you lose to the Las Vegas Raiders at home? I mean, we can all agree that we can't take the Raiders serious with Gardner Minshew, dude.
No, you shouldn't, no.
It's so bad. Big game for Devontae Adams, though. 9 catches, 110 yards, 1 touchdown.
Nice, yeah.
So, I mean, he's shown, by the way. Devontae Adams shown, doesn't matter who my quarterback is. I'm still getting mine.
Right, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he really has. He might be. Actually, I'd put him right there with Justin Jefferson as top.
He's up there, man.
100%.
Yeah, if he was in a good offense, a good team, he'd be way better than like his stats show. But he had a massive game right here in a win against the Ravens. I mean, Gardner Minshew reminds me of a Baker Mayfield, one of those grinder kind of guys.
Yeah.
He's not at that level as far as Baker Mayfield goes now.
Right.
But like, he just seems like one of those guys. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But, I mean, he can kind of get the job done, but like he's not going to blow you away or anything. So,
No.
right.
He's a gamer.
Yeah. But they got the win, so.
He got the
against
win.
The Ravens.
Okay. Giants at Commanders. Commanders win 21-18 off of 7 field goals.
Yeah.
7 field goals. That was the Commanders' 21 points. We only got to see the red zone of this because, I don't have NFL I'm not paying $800.
Sunday ticket, yeah.
I'm not paying who the hell out there is paying that much money?
All right.
I would if I won the lotto, I guess. I'd be like, fuck it. Whatever. So Daniel Jones, 16 of 28, 178 yards, 2 touchdowns, so not bad. And then 5 rushes for 32 yards. The big story, I think, out of this is Malik Neighbors, their first-round pick. I think they drafted him 5 or 6 overall in their draft. 10 catches, 127 yards, and a touchdown. So he broke out finally, which, I mean, not surprising. He was so good. Deserving of that pick. He's a beast.
Yeah.
But the Commanders rolling out here with 7 field goals end up winning this game, and they're 1-1, bro. And the Giants are 0-2. I know you're not happy about this win. Jaden Daniels actually 23 of 29 for 226. No, he didn't. Very efficient.
Yeah.
But it was very easy passes as we saw.
Yeah.
But anyways, I'll let you handle. I'll hand the reins over to you for this one because I know you're not happy.
Well, yeah, this is one of those games that you're like not impressed that you got the win, but you're glad at least. It's one of those things. This is the Giants though. For it to be a 3-point game is pretty terrible. And like you said, 7 field goals. Luckily, because this guy came in this week, this kicker, because we released Cade York for missing 2 or 3 field goals last week.
The guy you traded for.
Yeah, and this guy comes in, and he breaks the franchise record, by the way, with field goals. So that's good, I guess. That's the positive point. I guess we got a kicker now.
Yay.
But, yeah, the offense didn't look like it made zero adjustments as far as from week 1 against the Buccaneers. Jaden Daniels still running. He actually got hurt for a second.
10 carries, by the way.
Yeah, 10 carries. He had 16 in week 1. So you're talking 26 carries in the fucking first 2 weeks. It's not your quarter. You have 2 great running backs, by the way, that should do that for you.
And he got hurt for a little bit.
Yeah, he did. But
so you don't want to. This is where I wanted to ask you. Well, we talked about it, but I want to, like, as a rookie quarterback, it's tough, right? He wants to take off and run.
Yeah.
But as a coach, you got to be like, dude, you can't do that because you're going to get hurt.
Yeah, yeah.
And you already kind of did get banged up, and he's lucky he came back at least.
Yeah, I'm hoping they got a lot of work to do, offense and defensively as well, because our defense is terrible. It's bad. Like Singletary had a massive game. Let me look at what he did. He did so.
Oh yeah, for the Giants, yeah,
Yes.
16 carries, 95 yards,
Yeah.
1 touchdown.
Yeah. It was so I mean, we did nothing defensively. We did nothing offensively. Like I said, the only person that scored for us is our fucking field goal kicker. And usually, you remember, you know how you say you can't win a game by field goals. Well, you can, but you're lucky you played the Giants this week.
Austin Seabird proved us both wrong. 7 of 7 on the field goals.
Yeah.
Longest was 45 today, by the way, and 21 points. So if you had him in fantasy,
Well,
he just won your goddamn week.
yeah, and like that's what I'm saying. The Commanders got close, man. They got down there, and they were, but they just couldn't punch it in, dude. So there's a lot of work to be done with that offense, man. And Cliff Kingsbury, he's an offensive guy, but his play calls look like fucking trash, man.
It's like
still 2 weeks in a row.
Flashback to last year.
Yeah. I mean, they're running the ball more. I know Robinson had a big fucking game, dude. He had like 123 yards, I think is what it was, rushing.
Yes, he did. Yes. Yeah, Brian Robinson had a huge game.
Yeah. Let's see.
Huge.
17 carries, 133 yards. Just couldn't get in the end zone, man. I mean, Eckler had 8 for 38. There was a period there where they were throwing the ball downfield a little bit, and they looked good, man. They hit Ertz downfield pretty good. And I was like, you need to be doing this a lot. But man, to beat the Giants by 3 points and only by field goals, first of all, that tells you how bad the Giants are. I will say the Giants were bad.
Yeah, they
and
are.
I told Sam, I was like, this is a game that we're probably going to lose. And I thought we were going to lose this game, and we almost did. We got lucky. But no, I'm not impressed. 1-1, that's fine, but you're not beating any fucking real team. This is the Giants, by the way. So, I mean,
it's just true. I'm laughing because dude, we were watching it
the
together.
Giants scored 2 touchdowns and they still couldn't win this game. So that's how bad they are. They should have beat.
They've Daniel Jones, bro.
Yeah, it's bad. And so our defense needs major work though. And I know Dan Quinn's a defensive guy, but he needs to make our secondary is fucking bad.
Well,
our defense, our run game didn't look. Stopping the run today did not look good.
Yeah,
which that's one of our strong points. Actually, we got a pretty strong front seven, and they ran all over us. So it's like, I'm happy with the W, obviously, but I'm not happy. I'm not impressed.
7 field goals doesn't impress you?
No, I don't. No. Great for you to get the record, kid. Whoever you are, Siebert. We just signed you.
Well, I mean, at least you got a kicker.
Signed that guy like 5 days ago.
Yeah, but at least he's he's good.
Yeah, he didn't miss him, so that's a positive for me.
Yeah, 7 of 7, baby.
But yeah, it's bad. It's fucking.
Hey, sometimes it starts with something like that, bro.
Yeah, that's true.
And take a positive out of it, Leaf.
Well, I mean, we got the W. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll take that W. I'll take any W, obviously.
Right.
In the NFL, you got to take them, but.
Yeah, I mean, look, when I was watching this game with you, the highlights we got to see on Red Zone, it just appears to me like I don't know if they fully trust Jaden Daniels yet or what, because I've been saying this to Leaf today and the last week. I'm like, does Terry McLaurin still play for the Commanders?
Yeah.
They do not, like, really prove to me. I mean, he had 6 catches today for 22 yards. That's 3.7 per catch.
Yeah.
That's not Terry McLaurin.
No.
Like, he's a number 1 receiver, bro.
Yeah.
And he should be way more than that. Like 6 catches is fine, right? But 6 catches should be like 80 to 100 yards or more.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Like, these 22 yards is like I said, we didn't get to watch the whole game because we were watching the Red Zone. But we never saw him on the Red Zone because these catches he was making were obviously little dump-offs.
Yeah. Or
little screens or whatever. With Kingsbury, by the way, is calling that way too much, dude. Like, you can't sit there and tell me that McLaurin doesn't have something over the middle for like 10 or 15 yards. So I'm a little concerned for you and your team on that sort of front. Like, he's good.
Yeah.
I mean, Terry McLaurin's good.
Yeah, he's like a Pro Bowl receiver.
Yeah. So I'm like, well, like, throw the ball his way more than that, dude.
Yeah. You got it. Well, there needs to be more.
Something dynamic or weird.
There's got to be more downfield fucking plays. You got to keep the pressure off Jaden Daniels. Let him stand in the pocket and throw the ball. That's the other problem. It looks like he scrambles too much. It looks like the offensive line is having trouble picking up blocks and shit. So
yeah.
There's a lot of work to be done with this Commander's team, man.
100%. I mean, it is a process, by the way.
Yeah, it is a process. He's a rookie. You got a new coach. We got to get this offense implemented. But so far, 2 weeks, I'm not psyched.
I'm not impressed by old Kingsbury's calls either.
Yeah,
bro.
I'm not either.
I thought he was a lot better with like Murray over there in Arizona. I'm like, oh yeah, I can see that a little bit. But here's the thing about Jaden Daniels. They're running him too much, man. It feels like to me. He's gonna get fucking. He already did today.
Yeah, there was a little injury. He had to. I don't know how long he left. We just saw that it was an injury and he left, but he came back. So, but still, that's gonna. I mean, week 2 he's already injured, and so you gotta protect this guy for the rest of the year. Because it's not going to be – it could be anything. We've seen it. Like, we saw Tua get hurt with a concussion. If this guy keeps running as much as he does – 10-plus carries for your quarterback is not a good stat.
Right.
Easily one of those carries could be a season-ending injury.
Exactly. You don't want that.
Yeah.
You don't want that. I'm excited. I'm actually excited to see what Jaden Daniels can do.
Yeah, I mean, he's looked good. He has not turned the ball over in 2 weeks, which is great.
Yeah, that is good.
And he's been very efficient as far as passing goes. But like I said, it seems more like dump-off type plays.
Dump-off, easy shit.
Like I said,
23 of 29?
Yeah, we did see some down-the-field kind of throws a few times on the red zone. I didn't get to see the whole game, obviously, but there wasn't any, like, dynamic plays as far as getting into the end zone, obviously, because they kicked 7 field goals to win this game, which is wild. So
I still think that's great.
it's
7 field goals to win a game.
Yeah, if you had Austin,
like I said,
Siebert,
if you did, like I told Lee,
was not on a team before this week, so nobody had him on his fantasy team.
Yeah,
if there is, let us know. But
like I told Lee, if you're a Commanders fan and you're like, "Fuck, I had to work," and then you saw like 28, all right, we won, we scored touchdowns, and like, no, we kicked 7 field goals.
That's so bad, dude.
I'll tell you what else is bad, brother, is the Dallas Cowboys.
Yes, they are bad.
And guys, been saying it for a long time on this podcast, leading up to the season. You knew it was coming. Even after last week, they beat the Browns. I was not impressed. If you listen to our episode, you know I was not impressed. However, I will say this. Today, when the day started, because I wake up early on Sundays. I wake up early as long as I didn't drink the night before. And I didn't drink the night before because my daughter had a fucking long tournament. I was like, I'm so exhausted. It was like 10 o'clock last night. I'm like, good night. I woke up today about 5:30 in the morning. I was happy. Took a shower. Felt great.
Yeah.
I was like, today's going to be a good day. The Cowboys, they're not losing at home to the Saints. I mean, it's just not. They haven't lost a home game in the regular season in a long time.
Yeah, last year they were undefeated at home.
Yeah. The playoff game, we don't count that.
We're right.
I'm saying, like I said, in the regular season.
Right.
It's been a long time. And I'm like, dude, I don't think that they'll lose against the Saints because I know the Saints kicked the shit out of the Panthers, and I was like, it's the fucking Panthers. And Derek Carr is Derek Carr. I'm not like, come on. Now, 44-19 was the final score of this game. And this game was over by half, by the way. I'm just going to throw that out there.
Mm-hmm.
It was over.
Yeah.
I mean, it was 35-16 at half. I'm like, they're not coming back. They can't even fucking stop them.
In the second half, we didn't. In the first half, Sam had the Cowboys game on the main TV, and then on the side TV, he had Red Zone. In the second half, that was flip-flopped. Well, actually, we had the race on the second TV.
I was like, I'm just going to watch.
And then we just watched Red Zone. He was done, bro. At the half, it was over. Yeah, for sure.
I have no reason to watch this game anymore. And look, it's so bad. Look, this should tell you right here, as a Cowboys fan, this defense is fraudulent. They got embarrassed. You're not a good defense if you give up 35 points in one half.
Mm-hmm.
You're not. You're fraudulent against the Saints. Are we taking the Saints serious? They're 2-0
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
Are you seriously going to take the Saints serious? I mean, I'm not.
I mean,
This tells me we're not a good team.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, or unless the Saints' offense is just explosive to beat a fucking good defense.
I don't think we are.
Kamara, man, 20 carries, 115 yards, 3 touchdowns on the ground. And he had a
Carr.
Didn't he have a receiving touchdown too? I think he had 4 total touchdowns.
Carr, 11 of 16, 243 yards, 2 touchdowns. He did throw 1 pick.
Yeah.
But you're right. He also had a receiving touchdown. Yes, Kamara. Kamara had a massive day. If you had him fantasy and FanDuel or whatever the hell, you probably won money.
Yeah.
But my God, how bad are the Dallas Cowboys, dude?
That was a very bad game.
I fucking told you guys that the Dak Prescott contract is so stupid.
Mm-hmm.
I don't give a fuck what he's done. He's not worth it, dude. And they made him the highest paid player ever. And then he comes out and he beats the Browns. Yeah, but he didn't look good. And then he comes out and does this shit. And he's just so bad, dude. And then he had 2 picks. And I know that first pick, Brooks fell down. I'm like, but why are you even throwing to that guy? The 4th receiver or whatever the hell he is? It's just, this team is so fucking stupid, dude. And it's just so hard to be a fan of this team, dude. It's so hard to be a fan of this franchise anymore. It really is. It's just impossible, dude. And they have no running game, by the way. And I said this before the season started. You have no running game. Guess what? Leading carrier, I guess you say, Rico Dowdle, 7 carries, 30 yards. Ezekiel had 6 carries, 16 yards. Thanks for bringing him back. And I get it. The fucking game dictates how you do this or whatever. The defense was terrible today, by the way.
Yeah.
Terrible. But we have no running game. They have nothing. They gave the ball to Deuce Vaughn like 3 or 4 times, and I'm like, what the fuck? Why? And there's no Dalvin Cook, by the way. They signed him. He hasn't even had a carry all year, by the way.
Right, yeah.
And people were like, yeah.
Okay.
Shout out Leo Lady, who actually thought it was like going to be a difference maker. He hasn't had a carry yet, ever, in the history of 2 games.
He's not going to be a difference.
They're going to cut him. He's not going to even get a carry. Watch.
Yeah.
Dude, this team. I've been saying it, dude.
Yeah, you have.
And you wouldn't think I was a fan of this team, but I am. But it's just I always told you out there. I'll be honest with you guys. That's exactly what I've said. I'm an honest guy. Honest. I'm an honest, realistic fan. This team sucks, dude. They're not good. They're not good. You're not a good team if you give up 35 points and a half. It's
that was
to
tied
the Saints.
for the most in franchise history, by the way.
I'm sure it was. Yeah. I mean, get the fuck out. You're not good, dude. You may have talented players. Like, sure, CeeDee Lamb's very talented, of course. I can't stand Dak Prescott. I thought that contract was the worst of all time. It's got to be. Well, we know Deshaun Watson's up there. But in my mind, Dak's number 2. I mean, you can't make this guy the highest paid player ever in history.
No, that's bad. That's
he
bad.
just fucking It's a terrible loss. This team is not good. I know it's only the second game. Cowboys will probably still go to the playoffs because the division's not impressive. They're not going to win after that. When they play the good teams in the NFC, they're not going to win. They play the Saints. Are we really sitting there thinking that the Saints are actually a good NFC team? They're 2-0. But are they really a good NFC team? Are the Saints going to beat the 49ers? I know the 49ers lost today. I mean, I guess you throw the Vikings in there. I mean, we had the Vikings in there a couple of years ago, I think.
Yeah. But that was with Kirk Cousins as a quarterback.
Right. But I'm just saying they lost Jefferson, I think, too, a little bit. Yeah. I don't know what the severity is. Anyways, what I'm saying is are the Saints going to beat the Eagles or the 49ers or, the Lions even, or the Buccaneers? We got to throw them in there too right now.
Yeah,
the NFC's, by the way, the NFC's trash. The AFC is going to win Super Bowls for forever over the NFC teams.
Yeah. Yeah, no, the NFC's bad.
Yeah. It's hard to find a team you're like, yeah, okay, yeah, good.
Well, and I even came over here, man, and I was kind of joking, half jokingly. I was told Sam, I was like, man, this is one of those games the Cowboys will lose. They're coming off like this big win off the road against a shitty team, and they think they got the biggest dick in the league, and they're going to get their fucking teeth kicked in at home. And they did.
It wasn't even close.
I didn't think it was going to be this fucking bad. By 25 points to the Saints, I had no clue. But I was like, that's kind of funny, though. Like, it's supposed to, like... And yeah, I mean, you're $60 million quarterback, bro, against the Saints at home.
Give me my fucking due, though, bro.
Yeah.
I said the Cowboys got worse.
Yeah.
I said they're not going to be good.
You're right.
I mean, I'm just being honest, and I said all this.
Yeah. Well, you picked them to win 9 games. That's not a good football team.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Thank you. It's a pathetic. I did pick them to win this game. I know I did because it's the Saints. And, if we lose to the Saints, we're not a good team.
Yeah.
So, 44. By the way, it's not like we lost by a field goal.
No, you lost by 25 points.
44-19. The score's 25 points is closer than it was.
Yeah.
Let's put it that fucking way, man. Fuck this team, bro.
Mm-hmm. Dennis Allen, coach of the year, is what Aubrey says.
Might as well be. They're 2-0.
Yeah.
Off to a great fucking start. I know that. And I gotta say this, Derek Carr looks like he's fucking MVP, Super Bowl, fucking Pro Bowl. I mean, he looks great in these 2 games.
Yeah.
Jesus fucking Christ, bro.
It was bad, bro.
If you're a Cowboys fan out there like I am, get ready. I told you guys. I fucking told you. If you didn't listen to me, I don't know what else to tell you. But we have 4 more years of this fucking mediocre bullshit because of Dak Prescott, dude. He sucks.
Yeah. He's bad, dude. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, the receiver fell down. Yeah, okay, that's one pick. Next one, he threw it in double coverage. Terrible throw. And this is week 2 of the NFL season, man.
Yeah.
I hate it. I hate Mike McCarthy too. I fucking hate everything about this franchise, dude.
Yeah, you're gonna get a new coach next year for sure.
Yay.
Yay. Or I don't know. Jerry's fucking crazy enough to extend the guy.
I was gonna say
he did it with Garrett forever.
I was literally about to say the same thing. Garrett was our coach for a decade, bro.
Yeah, so you guys might have McCarthy for 5 more years.
Yeah, he's 100% probably would. And even though Bill Belichick's like, hey, I'll fix this team.
Yeah.
Jerry's like, Mike McCarthy, 5 more years. This is my guy.
Yeah. He can't fucking admit he's wrong ever, dude.
Never. Ever. He's like, I got to see this through constantly.
Yeah. Yeah, man. That was a bad fucking game, dude. Like,
I'm going to have a brain aneurysm by the end of this season, bro, because of this team, dude. I fucking hate it, dude.
Yeah.
Dude, at least your team won. I know you kicked 7 field goals.
Yeah. I mean, it's not a good win. I'm not excited about it at all, but I mean, you got the W. That's it.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what you got to do in the NFL. Some of these games are going to be ugly. I mean, you just
at least you won, bro. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, you squeaked by the Giants.
Saints are 2-0. We're 1-1. Yay.
Yeah.
Like I said, the afternoon games are still going on, so we can't really discuss any more games. I'm just so sick to my stomach with the Dallas Cowboys right now, and I don't know why I'm still even wearing this hat on stream. It's so stupid. By the way, if you didn't know, we're live on YouTube because we always are.
Yep.
So join us. Okay. Some other crazy things about around the NFL. Let's move on. We spent a lot of time on this.
Yep.
And we'll try to get through the rest of this really quick. Just want to say real quick, Shannon Sharp, who, by the way, is a Hall of Fame tight end, if everybody knows who that is. He's a media personality now. He's been on ESPN. He's been on other stuff, and now I think he does his own shit now.
Yeah,
he was on that show with fucking Skip Bayless forever, and that was terrible.
Yeah.
He went on Instagram Live the other day, and his phone was facing a table, so all you saw was a table.
Yeah.
But in the background, he was having sex, and we heard it.
Yeah.
And he was like growling like he was a madman. Which, hey, by the way, we all do during sex.
That's true.
And he was like, that's my Michelle. I was like, damn, man. And then, of course, the chick was like,
Yeah.
he was giving it to her, bro.
Yeah, he was.
We knew it from the audio. Like, I mean, obviously, I think Shannon Sharp has a hammer in his pants.
Probably.
But yeah, she was screaming like crazy. He was like, but the funny part about this whole thing was when he was Instagram Live was the end. Before he ended it, because he obviously climaxed, and he was like, he couldn't even fucking breathe.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, goddamn, this guy blew a massive load, obviously.
Yeah.
Well, he came out after that and said, hey, I was hacked. My Instagram was hacked. Me and my team were looking into it. And we were all like, nah, that was your voice, guy.
Yeah.
And so we were like, nah, I don't know. And then he went on his podcast with Chad Ocho Cinco that night, actually, which they have a ton of viewers. And he was like, yep, it was me. I didn't even know how to go live on Instagram. And I'm like, dude, I think this is a stunt, right?
Yeah, he said he's never been live on Instagram, and he has no idea how to go live.
But on Thursday, you were telling me you got to click some buttons.
Yeah, it's a process to go live on Instagram Live. Yeah. You can't just like you can't go to the main page accidentally and then go live like it.
Yeah, so like it'd be one thing if you're like looking at your phone on Instagram, you're like, I'm gonna put it down there because I'm gonna get my dick sucked, and then like accidentally hit a button and oh, okay, but you said like 2 or 3 buttons.
So first of all, it's not easy. Like when you go to your page, like because I go live sometimes for gigs,
right? So I've
you,
seen you go live.
You have to go to your profile, then you have to hit this plus sign at the top right, then you have to hit live. And then you have to hit another button to actually go live. So
it's a process.
Yeah, it's a few buttons.
Yeah.
So there's no way you can accidentally go live on IG.
This is why I think that he did it on purpose to get some sort of YouTube, because that's what they go live on, I think, for their pod.
Yeah.
Is YouTube.
Well,
this might be on purpose, bro.
I think so, because they have been just talking about the nonstop, and then they read comments. Like they're milking this shit, so it kind of makes me think this could have been like a thing.
There's no way it's not.
Thing, yeah.
There's no way it's not. Hey, by the way, thumbs up to Shannon, bro. He gave it to her, bro.
Yeah,
we heard it.
Yeah, we heard him. Yeah, they were getting it on.
He was like,
that's for sure.
That's my Michelle.
Yeah.
Take this dick. I was like, Jesus, bro.
Yeah.
Which was what we always do.
You're right.
Ocho Cinco is funny.
Yeah.
But I think this was on purpose, bro.
I think so, man.
Maybe not, but
maybe not.
Come
but
on,
I don't know
dude.
how you go accidentally live on it. Like I said,
like he just showed me the process on his phone, and I'm like, that's like 3 or 4 clicks to like make sure you're
there's
good.
no way you can accidentally do it. There's no fucking way.
Exactly. There's no way.
Yeah.
It actually says go live. You actually have to click it, and then you have to click something else.
Yeah.
It's so fucking stupid, bro.
Yeah.
Oh God, Shannon Sharp, bro. Onk is what they call him.
Yeah.
He's an onk.
Yep.
I would ask him. But also, I think he might have early signs of CTE.
Probably.
Yeah. Other thing I want to say real quick is we now know who's going to play the Super Bowl halftime show.
Yeah.
Kendrick Lamar is the Super Bowl halftime show this next year. Lil Wayne was upset because he thought he was supposed to be the guy, but Kendrick Lamar is the guy. Another fucking shitty ass fucking Super Bowl halftime show, in my opinion. I'm just so tired of these pop stars and can we actually get a band up there, man? It's been so long, but it's Kendrick Lamar, man.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know much of his stuff. I don't listen to it.
Got a ton of hits. He's got a massive amount of hits.
He's won a ton of Grammys.
Yes.
But that doesn't mean anything anymore these days. But
it's going to be one of the worst halftime shows of all time.
It's just like artists I don't give a shit about.
Maybe I shouldn't say that. I'm sorry. Not worst. I said worst. I meant forgettable.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know his songs, man. I mean, maybe if I listen to him, maybe I'll like him. But I mean, that's not my type of music. And so, I'm just not interested. I'm not interested at all.
Nope. It's going to be one of those halftime shows that I'm least interested
after
in.
the whole Janet Jackson thing, and then they started putting up like quote unquote safe artists like Bruce Springsteen and Tom Petty and Prince and all those. They need to go back to that, dude. Those were great halftime shows, by the way.
Wasn't Kendrick Lamar in that Dr. Dre show for like 5 seconds?
I don't know, maybe.
Wasn't he? It was like that one where I was like, why is he even there?
Yeah, it could have been.
Like,
yeah.
50 Cent was there, and he did his like, go shorty, it's your birthday. I was like, oh God, everybody go back to that night or early 2000s. That was cool.
Yeah.
But I think wasn't Kendrick Lamar there as well? He did like one song.
Yeah,
we were like, what the fuck, wasted time. Like make more time for Eminem or something.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I don't know, man. So,
I thought he was.
and that's the thing with these kind of artists. They bring so many people, and then you kind of lose track of it. Like, you
Right.
know. So that's probably what'll happen here, but I don't know.
Well, he's got the full halftime show. So Kendrick Lamar, it's one of those ones where I'm with you. Not exactly what I listen to. I think it's going to be one of those like boring ones, and I'm just kind of like, this guy's not exactly in my mind, not like a huge. I know he's got a lot of hits. I'm not saying he doesn't have a lot of hits. I'm not saying that. I just don't think it's going to be that great.
Yeah. I don't think
Sorry.
so.
I just don't.
Yeah. I'm not looking forward to it. That's for sure.
No, me neither. That actually made me. I was actually wishing that. Who was I thinking? I was thinking about a band. Oh, they're called Metallica. That's who.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's who I was thinking of. Because they should get a halftime show at the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
They should have had it for a long time
I
now.
don't think that's ever going to happen.
Well, that's why I say fuck you, Roger Goodell.
Yeah.
You pussy.
Yep.
Bow down. He's like, oh, Taylor says no, so I can't do that.
Yeah.
Taylor told me to get Kendrick Lamar. Let's listen to her constantly.
It's kind of crazy that Taylor Swift hasn't done a halftime show.
I don't think they can afford her.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's true.
No, I mean I think they could, but
Yeah, they're a $1 billion company. So
fuck them though. Fuck Roger Goodell. Anyways, Leaf. I do want to mention while we're still on sports, the Texas Rangers in the Major League Baseball, they suck. We know that.
Yep.
But I do want to mention Jacob deGrom came back this past week, which is a big deal around all of Major League Baseball, by the way. The best pitcher when healthy. He started the other day and looked good.
Yeah.
Coming back for his first start in like, I want to say 500 days or something like that is what I saw.
Long time, yeah.
Long time.
He's missed most of the last 2 seasons, basically.
Yeah, which is great for our contract that we signed him for.
Exactly.
Said no one ever.
Right.
Including us.
Yeah.
We were actually on the on record of saying like this could potentially be the worst contract and it will be history.
Yeah. It could be.
Depending on what he gives us.
We got 3 years left on starting next season. If he can, if he gets like 20 starts each year, I'd be happy with that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
3 2/3, 4 hits only, no unruns, 4 strikeouts. He looked good.
He did look good. Yeah.
So, I mean, he looked like he was off of his rehab coming in as a first start. He wasn't happy after the game. He said, like, nah, I wasn't good. I need to relocate this, better locate this. He gave himself a C average, which I'm like, I mean, from what I saw, I'm like, okay, buddy.
Yeah, I'll take that.
90, throw it 99 still. Slider disgusting. I think he said that he was not happy with the slider. He was like, I left too much in the zone, and he's like, I got my slider better. That's his nasty strikeout pitch, is his slider. But it's just good to see him come back.
Yes.
Max Scherzer pitched last night. Looked okay, I guess. Not super impressed with Max Scherzer. I mean, he's on his way out.
Yeah. This is his last year with the Rangers for sure.
Yeah.
If he wants to play somewhere else, go ahead. Go to somebody else.
I agree. I think he's on his way out. Jack Leiter came in last night, too, and pitched 4 innings after Scherzer. Leiter gave up a huge home run, 2 earned runs, 3 hits. He did strike out 6, so not bad. And then the other guy that started the first game of the Rangers series against Seattle, I just want to mention this real quick. We got to, because Kumar Rocker made his first start, which we've been saying all on this pod. We were excited about him. 4 innings. 1 earned run, 3 hits, 7 Ks. Like Kumar Rocker looked disgusting.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, it was gross.
We're more excited about him 100% because this is his first goddamn start. Then he's as far as I'm concerned, he's miles ahead of Leiter. Like I expect Kumar Rocker to be in the Rangers rotation next year.
I think so too. Yeah, I mean he looked amazing.
Yeah,
I'll take that from that guy all day long.
100%.
And yeah, I mean when you're talking about first starts, him and Leiter are night and day. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, because considering the fact that after Leiter's first start, he had like a 17 ERA.
Exactly. So, yeah, definitely looking forward to Rocker. I think he's definitely going to be in spring training. You're going to see some good stuff from that guy. You get more pitches and stuff. He only went 4 innings. Obviously, you're not going to make these guys go, you know.
Yeah, he's still coming off of his Tommy John.
Yeah, you got to, you know, you're working these guys in. So, and it's at the end of the year. You're not trying to get these guys hurt. So,
no.
But yeah, spring training and the start of the season, I definitely see Kumar Rocker being a very
He's going to the rotation.
I think he's going to make it, obviously, because we're losing Scherzer, obviously, and
Evaldi.
Haney maybe too.
Yep,
probably.
he's gone.
Yep. So I mean, we need some spots, and thank God he looked good. Hopefully he stays consistent. Leiter's way too inconsistent right now. He's getting better. But I mean, he's just not there yet. But
maybe the spring will set him up.
Yeah, maybe if we watch him in the spring, it gets better there over the offseason and in the spring. Sure, I'd love to see that guy. But like you said in the previous podcast, like he's a 4 or 5 guy. He's not going to be a top rotation guy.
No, not even
I don't
close.
think ever. Maybe not. Maybe later in his. I don't know if he gets better.
I don't think so, dude.
But now for the Rangers right now, he would be like a 4 or 5 guy for sure.
I kind of agree with you 100% on this pitching shit. Like you either got it or you don't.
Right.
Like, I mean, you could see Kumar Rocker has got it.
Yeah.
We've seen it.
Yeah.
Like when he came back from his Tommy John and immediately.
Well, the thing about Rocker too is what you saw was he like walked the first 2 hitters.
Yeah.
But then, you know, he adjusted and he got better and like, you know what I mean? He
give up 0 runs.
Yeah.
He got out of the inning.
Yeah. He has that part to him. Like Leiter fucking flips out when shit bad goes happening.
Yeah, he's got a hard time. You can see it when the camera's on.
Like his control gets worse.
He gets, but he like talks to himself out there, and he's pissed off. And I'm like, you got to get that under control.
Yeah, you got to have composure as a pitcher
You
because
do.
these bad innings are going to happen. This is going to happen to any pitcher ever.
Of course,
your ability to adjust on the mound from hitter to hitter is very valuable.
100%, dude.
And
You
so,
can't buy that.
If you just break down and fuck up and start missing your pitches and shit like Leiter does, then yeah, it's going to be a long career for you, bro. And it's not going to be very successful. That's for sure.
Yeah, exactly. I 100% agree. And so, yeah, but out of all that, we're excited about Kumar Rocker. Yes. I think you could stamp it down right now on September 15th that Sam said this, and Leaf probably is going to agree with me. Mm-hmm. But I 100% think Kumar Rocker will be in the Texas Rangers rotation starting next year at the actual opening day.
I think so.
I think he makes it 100%. Leiter, I don't know. I don't think so.
No, I don't know.
I don't think so. He might as a 5th guy, but that's only because they didn't sign anybody or something.
And it just depends on the offseason moves they make. Like, you know what I mean? If we're that desperate for pitching, maybe
he may start in the bullpen. I'll say that.
Maybe, yeah.
But
I don't see him being a huge piece of the rotation.
I don't think he should.
At least at the beginning of the year.
Otherwise, I'm like, what are we doing? Because I'm not impressed.
Yeah. That means that we did absolutely nothing in the offseason.
Right. Now, I will say this, too, just real quick to end on the Rangers. They did extend Chris Young.
Yes.
Finally, we were talking about that on the podcast. We were like, hey, man, going into the offseason, we need a GM because Chris Young was set to expire.
Yeah.
So they signed him to a multi-year extension, and they promoted him to president of baseball operations.
That's great.
So he's in control of the whole goddamn thing.
Yeah.
Which I thought he was already anyways.
Pretty much.
Who the fuck was the president of baseball operations before him?
I have no idea.
Exactly. Nobody. They didn't say. But anyways, he's in control of everything. I thought he was anyways. So it's Chris Young's ship, dude.
Yeah.
And I'm okay with that because he guided us to a World Series. And fuck you out there if you think John Daniels had anything to do with that.
No, he didn't.
So Chris Young's got the keys, and I think we can rely on Bochy coming back one more year, and I think Bochy's done after this next year. So we gotta have 2025 be our official, like, let's fucking go one more time. It's kind of thing. You know what I mean?
Right, yeah.
Now, we'll break down the 2024 season in like 2 episodes because that'll be the official end of the season. Because, God, I mean, let's be honest. The Ranger season's over after the regular season. They're not making the playoffs. We know that. So we'll break it down. We'll give our thoughts about the 2025 season going forward and what we got to do in the offseason. Plus, we'll talk about it because we record every week. So we'll talk about what they need to do and all that fun stuff. So
Yeah.
glad to see CY extended, though, for multi-years. That's all they said. They didn't give a number. They said multi-year.
Yeah,
I mean,
just
give us a
multi-year.
goddamn
Yeah, just let us know what the fuck it
yeah,
is.
3 or 4 years. I mean, come on, bro. He won you a goddamn title, Ray.
Yeah, but that's
Dickhead.
great, man, because I'm a big Chris Young fan. And last year they didn't do much in the offseason. Hopefully this year they get a little more fucking leeway to do something.
Well, you got a lot of money falling off.
Yeah, you do.
So there's no, and we've said this so many times, dude. You want to win? You got to budget top 5. Otherwise, you're not going to win.
Yeah, you got to buy players.
Yeah.
It's a combination of free agency and your farm system stuff, which
Yeah, I don't know.
when it comes down to pitchers with the Rangers, you have to buy those because you can't develop them.
I'm fingers crossed on Kumar Rocker. I think that may be one of the ones that's an
that might
anomaly.
be one that gets
Finally,
yeah.
maybe an anomaly that we have one. Because Leiter doesn't count for me.
No, not at all.
He's not a bust. Yeah, he is a bust, bro. He was drafted 2nd overall, and it's taken him 4 years to get here, and he's not even good.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, no, I don't. Yeah,
fucking goddamn idiots out there that think that he's not a bust.
yeah. Don't know how development works, guy.
Yeah, we don't know. We don't know anything. We just see what we see, bro. Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Sure.
Guy who still thinks fucking JD was a part of this World Series team. Fuck out of here, man.
Dude, I
Fucking
can't stand it,
thoughts.
bro. Oh, my God. Anyways, they're not making the playoffs, so more to come on the Rangers. And just real quick to end on baseball before we go into entertainment, actually, guys, we're doing this backwards, like I said. It's kind of cool.
Well, I got one more sports thing once you're done.
Oh,
Real
I'm
quick-
sorry.
just a real
Well, this
quick
is a baseball thing.
Yeah.
And this is kind of ties into the Rangers for the offseason before we get into whatever. I just want to mention real quick, and we mentioned this a lot. I want to mention out there to everybody that Trevor Bauer had one hell of a season in the old Mexican League. 83 innings pitched, 2.48 ERA, 120 Ks, 1.04 WHIP. And then when they went to the postseason, he pitched 27 innings with a 1.67 ERA, 32 Ks, 0.85 WHIP. Won the championship, by the way. They won the entire thing.
Yeah.
He's an all-star, and he had a single-game K record of 19 Ks. Somebody, and I'm looking at you, Chris Young.
Yeah.
Because we have pitchers falling off. Sign Trevor Bauer. What are we waiting on? I don't understand. The guy can still pitch. He's proven it, right?
Yeah, 100%.
We said it all along that I would welcome Trevor Bauer with open arms. Open arms. Like, what are we waiting on? I don't care. Found guilty of nothing. Canceled for no reason.
Yeah.
Just wants an opportunity. He said that on many a podcast. He's like, I just want an opportunity. I'll just play for league minimum and then with incentives. And I'm like, what are we waiting on? And then if you go out there and you watch Trevor Bauer's social media stuff, people bitch about him like, oh my God, he's so cocky because he wears a microphone on the mound. He's doing that for content.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. 100%.
Obviously, he's not going to wear that if he's with a major league team.
No, I don't think you can.
You can't.
Yeah.
But and you should be able to, by the way, because content creation is the number one thing. Imagine how big that will blow up Major League Baseball.
Yeah.
And look, he's not a bad dude. All of his teammates came out like, nah, he's great.
Yeah.
He's a very competitive guy. I want that.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, dude. I am tired of people shitting on him. He and if it's not the Rangers, it could be whoever else. He deserves another opportunity in the major leagues because he could pitch his ass off. That's for damn sure.
Right.
His pitches are fucking disgusting, by the way. When you
Yeah.
watch his damn shit.
It's fucking nasty, yeah. He can still pitch in the majors and be a top pitcher.
I want him to pitch for the Rangers.
Yeah, 100%.
DeGrom, Bradford, Bauer, Rocker. I mean, my God, dude.
Yeah, 1 through 4 right there is amazing.
Exactly. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's just one of those things where I'm like, I think he'll be okay. And if you're worried about him in the clubhouse, don't worry about it. Bochy's got this.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah. It's weird.
Anyways, I'm tired of it. All right, go ahead.
All right, the last sports thing I got real quick is
You need another beer, by the way?
yes.
I shouldn't even ask you. Yes. I should just catch you. It's like I told Leaf earlier. By the way, Leaf was like at the fridge earlier while the Cowboys game was still going. He's like, you didn't want him. Like, the way this game's going, don't ever ask me one more. Just bring me a goddamn beer every time you go to the fridge.
Yep. So for in the female realm sports, our girl Alex Morgan played her last professional game last Sunday.
Oh, that's a bummer.
And she played 13 minutes, which is kind of symbolic because her number is 13. So it's kind of one of those things.
That's pretty cool.
And then, but it was her last game. U.S. Women's National Team legend, by the way. She won 2 World Cups in 2015, FIFA World Cups, 2015 and 2019. Won the Olympic gold medal in 2012. Was a goddamn crime that she wasn't on this year's Olympic team.
Yeah, that was so stupid.
They left her off of it.
Yeah.
Stupid. Just leadership alone would have helped a lot with her. She 224 appearances on the national team.
Yep.
Scored 123
Probably
goals.
most of all time, right?
Yeah, most of all time. And goals as well, 123.
Cheers to Alex Morgan.
Alex Morgan. Absolute smoke show.
Oh, yeah, she is
And then
hot.
when she retired, she was 2 weeks pregnant still. She played her last game 2 weeks pregnant.
Oh, nice.
Or, well, more than that.
Did they even
actually.
know?
Yeah.
At that point, you don't
Well,
even
she
know.
did, but nobody else did. But
Yeah.
not 2 weeks. I think it was something else. I don't have that pulled up. I'm just looking at her stats.
Okay.
But
All
she
right.
scored so many goals, bro.
Yeah, she did. She did. No, I mean, this is the GOAT of women's soccer.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she was really good. But she is done. She's hanging up the old cleats. And I still follow her on Instagram.
She'll have
She's
a
so-
massive career,
Yeah, she'll.
even after.
Oh, yeah. She's
Even
35
after.
years old, man. She's got a long life ahead of her. But her soccer career's over.
She's
And,
probably going to go into broadcasting or something. Like I've seen Carly Lloyd
Yeah.
in the broadcast booth. The Alex Morgan's probably going to be there too.
Yeah. But cheers, Alex Morgan.
Cheers,
Great
Alex
career,
Morgan.
girl.
Great career. I think it's the GOAT of female soccer with her and Carly Lloyd.
Yeah.
Right
Yeah,
there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Beautiful.
Yeah, probably all time at the moment. So
All time.
Anybody that is chasing her, you got a long way to go. So good
I
luck.
mean, good luck.
Yeah,
You ain't making it.
and
You
I'll-
ain't fucking making it.
Yeah,
Anyway. All right, dude. Okay, so we're
entertainment now.
Yeah, we're gonna go to the entertainment news, and we gotta review some movies,
Yes,
just real quick, and then a couple funny things, and we're out of here. But I will go to the restroom real quick.
okay.
This is kind of the thing.
Yeah,
It's like
yeah.
a break, but we flip flopped it.
We did.
So get ready. We're gonna talk about Beetlejuice next because we both saw that.
Yeah.
And then a couple other things, and then we're over to the crazy funny things. So we will be right back. So stay tuned, YouTube, and everybody else out there on audio too, please. All right. Hey, what's up, dude?
We are back.
We are back. You know what, dude? I hope you enjoy that elevator music on YouTube. No, I'm just kidding. All right, let's jump in, bro, to the old entertainment section. So the first thing that we're talking about in this, we both just saw Beetlejuice this past week. Now, I know it's been out for a while, but guess what, guys? We have lives and kids and families and other stuff,
Well,
job.
also, too, and it kind of works out because anybody that wanted to go see it, has already seen it.
That's true.
So,
That's a good point. Yeah, you're
So
right.
there's-
So we're not spoiling it.
Yeah, not really spoiling it because it's been out a couple
If you
weeks
haven't
now.
seen this shit yet, what are you waiting on?
Yeah, you obviously weren't excited about it, I think. Pieces of shit. I'm just kidding. We love you.
It's actually, yeah, he's right. Anyways, so Beetlejuice. 36 years later, we talked about the trailer on this podcast. We talked about how excited, nervous, all of the things about like, oh my God, Michael Keaton's going to reprise his role, which we've wanted, I think, for the most part, but we were scared because it's like, I don't know, it's been way too long. And usually when you wait 30 years or whatever, it doesn't work, right?
Yeah.
Except for if you're Tom Cruise and you do Top Gun Maverick, and it's like, this is probably better than the first. And there's a reason it made $1 billion.
Yeah, it definitely gave the original a run for its money.
There's no way Beetlejuice will make $1 billion.
No.
But I will say this, as far as Beetlejuice goes, as I said, we both saw it this week. I hated this movie. I fucking hated this movie.
It was not good.
Yeah. I hated it.
I found a little more entertainment in it than you did, I think.
Yes.
But
Yeah.
overall, bad movie. Bad.
I fucking hated this movie. The only good thing in this movie is Michael Keaton. That's it.
Yeah.
As Beetlejuice, because he's still got it.
Right.
Which I'm not surprised because Michael Keaton is so good
Yeah.
at everything.
He did. The only thing about Keaton, the whole Beetlejuice thing, Keaton did great. Yeah. He slipped right back into it and was good. The writing for it, for his jokes and stuff, it was just not good.
That's one thing I would like to say. Because
like
I
you
said this before.
It wasn't as dirty as the first one.
Exactly.
He wasn't as raunchy, and it was a little more tame. It was a PG-13 movie.
And I knew
obviously.
it was coming.
Yeah.
And it's unfortunate because it shouldn't. Like, they should have written him just like they did the 88 film. But you know why they didn't? It's because it's 88. And they were like, whatever, we'll just do this. And
Yeah, nobody.
it's like
gave
a
fuck
fucking,
about
nobody
being
cares
offended.
because Keaton was like 35 years old or whatever he was.
Right.
This movie sucked. This movie sucked so bad. And I'm sorry if you liked it out there. I hated this fucking movie. It's so bad.
Yeah, it wasn't good. There was a lot of storylines going on, 3 or 4 of them, and 3 of them you didn't even need.
Right.
Like, yeah, it was weird. The mom, Catherine O'Hara, who's a great actress, by the way, they wasted her shit.
Yeah.
It was stupid. She was just pining over her dead husband, which we didn't know he was going to be like a big part of the storyline. Obviously,
That's one thing I got to mention.
Yeah.
The guy that played her husband in the real Charles,
Yeah,
Jeffrey Jones. We've talked about him a couple times. Like, he got like arrested for like child porn.
yeah.
Like the actual person.
Yeah.
So fuck him. Mm-hmm. But they still had him in the movie.
Yeah, not him, but like his face and shit, like his likeness and everything.
The character.
You had to pay him for his face on the tombstone.
The face was his actual face. And I'm like, what?
Yeah. And then
they had him as like a half character that got eaten by a shark and he was still talking. Like, I'm like, what the fuck is this? Dude?
yeah, you could have cut that completely out. Just at the
100%.
beginning of the thing, just say, oh, yeah, he died. And then that's it. Just leave it alone.
Or recast the character, like I said.
Yeah.
Recast it.
It was bad. And then Catherine O'Hara's character, I can't remember her fucking name in the movie.
Delia.
Delia.
Yeah.
All her fucking storyline was her being fucking grieving about him dead.
Yeah.
And then she was like, just going through planning
She's
this
like,
whole
my art
memorial
stuff
service
and like her
stuff.
art stuff at the beginning.
Yeah.
She's like, oh, daddy's dead. And I was like, what the hell is this?
Yeah, it was bad, dude.
And then they did claymation for his plane crash. And I'm like,
yeah,
I mean, I guess that's okay because it's Tim Burton, but I'm just kind of like, oh my God.
it was unnecessary is what it
It's
was.
30 minutes of the first 30 minutes of this film, or maybe an hour, I don't know, because I've spaced out. I was like, I'd just rather eat my popcorn and drink my Coke Zero because it's so bad.
Yeah, it was bad.
And I'm just like, and by the way, I just want to say real quick, in my mind, my opinion, let me just say that real quick again, in case I clip this. My opinion, Winona Ryder sucks as an actress in this film.
Yeah, she was not good. Like, her performance was so dull.
Yeah.
And there was nothing good about it.
It just didn't feel like the original Lydia to me.
And it's weird that they made her hairstyle the same as the fucking, like, she's fucking 30 years older. Like, you could change her fucking look up. You don't have to make it the exact same.
Yeah, she's like a
podcast
social media
person,
podcast ghost stories person. And I'm like, okay, that's fine. But it just, she's like, she's haunted now by Beetlejuice apparently 30 years later.
Yeah.
We got that in the first scene. Like she like apparently sees him and she's like, oh, and by the way, she's addicted to pills. We see that.
Yeah, that's like a small part of it.
And then we never see it again.
Yeah.
We just never hear about that again.
So weird.
And then she's in love with her production manager, Justin Theroux, who I fucking hated that character, dude. He was not funny.
This is where him and I kind of disagree because that was probably the best character in the show to me.
He sucked, dude.
No, I thought like his acting was the best though. Out of all the performers, outside of Keaton, obviously.
We're definitely going to disagree on that.
But like Thoreau had some funny fucking lines though.
I hated him.
I would say. I mean, it was a weird character first of all, but like it was just kind of. It actually did add some like comedic stuff for me.
Okay.
But like, I'm not saying it was fucking great or anything. I'm just saying it above everybody else other than Keaton, it was right there.
Okay.
For me.
All right. I hated that guy. I fucking hated him. And then, of course, like in the trailer and everything, before this movie started, we knew that they were introducing some new character. We knew. So I'm like, that's exciting. Let's see what else they're going to do. Right. So they had Willem Dafoe and Monica Bellucci in this movie as new characters, which we were like, that's exciting. We want to, like, I can't wait to see what they do.
Monica Bellucci still looks like a smoke show, by the way.
Oh, well, of course she does.
But, yeah, like what you're about to say.
Well, I'm just saying, because when we saw the trailer, we were like, in the thought, we're like, oh, my God, both of those actors, like Willem Dafoe and Monica, we love them.
Legends.
Legends, right? Yeah. I can't wait to see what they do with them. Worthless in this movie. Absolutely fucking worthless. Shouldn't even have been in this movie.
Both characters, you could have taken them out. And you would have saw the same movie.
And focus on one storyline.
Yeah.
That would have been the best thing.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you what Monica Bellucci's storyline was. She's looking for Beetlejuice because apparently he chopped her up a long time ago. She finds him, and then 2 seconds later, she's dead.
Yeah.
Like,
she's a soul sucker.
Yeah.
And then she sucks out souls, and then we don't see her at all for the rest of the movie until the very end and the last scene. And then, even then,
2 seconds for her to get sucked up by a sandworm.
Yeah, I was just like, this is so bad. And then, of course, like Willem Dafoe's like, well, I used to be an actor, and I died because of a on-set grenade.
Yeah.
And then, like, I got my cops, though, with me, so let's go find Beetlejuice. He's a criminal. And I'm like, okay.
Yeah, he's like a cop in the afterworld.
Because he's a fucking cop in a movie that he acted in. I'm like, oh, my God. I didn't think this was going to be this bad. But it is.
Yeah. Willem Dafoe's character should have never been.
And they never, ever, it was never a problem.
Yeah.
Because as soon as he got there to the last scene, they were like, we got you, Beetlejuice. And Beetlejuice was like, freeze. And he's like, and they're like, oh, no problem. They were worthless.
It was so bad.
And then, of course, after the end, when Beetlejuice is dead, he like unfreezes and is like, all right, guys, we got him. Let's go. And I was like, this is awful, dude.
Yeah.
Awful. What a fucking shit show of a movie. And this, the only reason I'm going off right now, guys, is because I wanted this movie to be good.
Yeah,
I wanted Beetlejuice holds true. I grew up with this shit, dude.
Yeah. The first one was literally perfect, by the way.
And they should have never touched it.
Yeah.
They should have never touched it.
I text Sam before. I was like, there's some movies you shouldn't touch. You should make a sequel of some of the movies. You shouldn't remake certain ones. This is one of those.
100%, dude. Yeah. And look, I know even Keaton was like, hey, we shouldn't do this, right? And he was like, it has to be like pretty good. I think he got pressured probably, and then the money came in, and he was like, all right, fucking. Like I said, Keaton was great as Beetlejuice. If you haven't seen it yet, he's great. He was. He goes right back into character. The only thing I will say, they didn't write him the same way they did
Yeah, the script was very
Safe.
weak. Very weak.
It's safe, bro.
Yeah.
He didn't say.
Now, the best storyline part of it was the Jenna Ortega and that one guy.
Oh yeah,
she
we
meets.
didn't even mention that. That's
Yeah.
the storyline they should have just done from the entire movie.
It was literally 10 minutes long in the movie.
They
And you're
rushed
like,
it. They fucking speed
Yeah.
rushed that storyline.
If that was the main storyline, this probably would have been a better movie.
I 100% agree.
And they just fucking rushed through that shit. And
I wish they would have focused on that.
yeah,
She meets a kid. Well, she hits her head
yeah,
on a
like a
log
tree,
or a tree,
tree
whatever.
house.
And then she all of a sudden, well, we didn't know it at first though. She's talking to a guy in a tree house, and he's like, "Hey," and then you're kind of like, well, he's like kind of stuck in the '90s or whatever.
Yeah,
And I'm like, oh, what's going on? You know what? And we find out that he murdered his parents, and he's also dead.
yeah,
And I'm like, oh my God, that's amazing. Well, that's it. It speed rushes to the end.
yeah.
He's like, I'll taking you to the underworld. He tricks her. But they could have done so much more with that. They should have done the entire story around that thing, made Jenna Ortega like the main character like they did Winona
Yeah.
in the 88 film.
Yes.
And then fuck Willem Dafoe and Monica
Yeah.
Bellucci's story.
Jenna
That
Ortega
didn't make
was
any
a
sense.
side character in this whole movie. After all the shit that's happened, like all this busy shit that's happening with
Yeah.
the fucking mom and the dad that's dead, and like
It
was a
never
mess.
should have been a thing, dude.
it was a mess.
It was a mess. It was like I said to you earlier. It's like they pressured Tim Burton. Like, finally, we got to make this go.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, well, we got script over here and this script over here, and let's just mash them together.
Yeah.
And that's what we got. We got a fucking mess. Is what we got. And like the fucking whole Soul Train thing, I was like, God damn it, this is fucking stupid, dude.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, that was stupid.
I mean, I don't mind Soul Train.
They wasted too much time on it, though.
They wasted too much time on fucking Willem Dafoe and Monica Bellucci. I'm like, get way too much time. Willem Dafoe was in this movie quite a bit, and I'm like, too much time, dude.
For no reason at all.
Exactly.
Like, it led up to absolutely nothing.
I was like, get this guy out of here, bro.
And
I
the
wanna
whole
see.
Monica Bellucci thing, they built it up so big. I thought she's going to be a major character in this thing.
No.
And you thought there was going to be like this big face off between her and Beetlejuice, and it lasted 2 seconds when
Yeah.
they met.
Exactly.
I was like, what
It
is
was so
this
bad.
shit?
It was so bad because he's like, oh yeah, this guy right here is going to be, and of course it's Justin Theroux,
Yeah,
which
yeah.
I fucking hated that character. I'm like, I can't stress that enough, dude.
I like that guy.
But I don't understand how you could like that guy. Fuck that
Well,
guy.
as far as acting performances, him and Keaton are right there, dude.
No, he was terrible. I'm not saying he's a bad actor. or
I'm just
whatever.
saying, yeah, that
the
acting
character
performance-
was fucking trash, dude.
Yeah. I mean, no, it was.
And Winona's up there. You know what? Fuck it. I'm throwing Winona up there as Lydia, which makes no sense at all because
Oh,
she's supposed to be the.
She was fucking trash.
Dude, her acting was so bad.
Yeah, it was very bad.
I'm like, what the fuck is this pile? I'm not gonna lie, brother. I almost walked out of the theater.
Yeah.
I
don't
literally
blame
was
you,
close.
man. Yeah.
I was that close. But the reason I didn't walk out is because towards the end it got kind of better.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
Beetlejuice came, Michael Keaton kind of saved it, and I was like, okay.
Yeah.
And
'Cause
that's
then-
it. The first hour of this film sucks ass, dude.
Yeah, it's almost a 2-hour movie. In the first hour, you're like, what the fuck is going on?
I hated it.
Yeah.
I hated everything about this movie. Speaking of hate, and I guess we can end on that. Oh, okay. 0 out of 10. Out of 10, how do you rate that movie? Beetlejuice.
Like 3.
Yeah, I'm giving it a 2.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's surprising I don't give it a 1.
Yeah,
But it's
yeah.
2 out of 10 for me.
No, yeah, if y'all haven't seen it yet, just don't waste your time.
It's so bad, dude.
Yeah.
It's fucking shit. Speaking of shit, I just want to mention real quick that I did watch the new Crow movie with Bill Skarsgård. I finally watched that. We talked about that. The only reason I'm bringing this up is because we talked about it on the podcast.
Right.
I
Well,
wanted this movie to be good.
Yeah, we're like fans of the original. for
Of course.
Sure. The original's fucking amazing.
It's
by
a
the way.
goddamn cult classic.
And it's got shit acting in it, but it's still good.
Brandon Lee's all time, though.
The storyline's great. Yeah, Brandon Lee was fucking amazing in it.
And I will say this, like, I know it's a 90s movie. You can tell it's this cheesy action 90s movie. I mean, you get it. And Brandon Lee delivers. It's insane. Everybody loves his performance.
Yeah.
And it was good. It was really good. Eddie, what's his name as the cop or whatever? What's his name?
Yeah.
Ed something. Eddie Hunt. What? He was in Ghostbusters 2.
Oh, yeah.
God damn, he's been in a lot of movies. Anyways, doesn't matter.
Yeah, I can't remember his name.
Doesn't matter. It's a good movie. The First Crow, we both love it.
Yeah,
A lot of people
great,
love it.
dude.
So this one was coming out, and this is a remake, man. This is not a sequel. This is a remake to the original.
Yeah.
And I had high hopes whenever they casted Bill Skarsgård. I'm like, okay, probably going to be good because it's Bill's. But then they released the whole picture of the first images we got from him with his short hair and tattoos everywhere. And we're like, no.
Yeah.
No. This is probably not going to be good.
And then we talked about, I was like, yeah, they're just making it a modern day version. This is actually, 30 years later, and I get that part of it. And
yeah, we're like, they can't copycat it. But
Right,
at the
right,
same
right.
time, we were looking at it like, this is like basically the stupid ass Suicide Squad Joker.
Yeah.
And so we were like,
Exactly,
what the fuck is this? And so, but at the same time, I was like, hey, maybe he looks like that, but it's still a good movie writing wise and performance
Well,
wise.
and then, like the trailer, you're like, there's a lot of fucking violence in there. And you're like, oh, this might be fucking banging,
Right.
I mean, a lot of fucking death and blood and shit, and that'd be great.
Yeah, well, you saw the whole movie when you watched the trailer.
Yeah, you told me that, yeah. I haven't seen this movie. Only Sam has. I haven't. And he told me, he's like, just don't waste your time on it.
Yeah, so I got to get another beer before I even talk about this. Do you need one?
No, I'm good.
Okay. So, yes, I did watch this movie yesterday, actually. It's awful. Do not even spend your hour and 50 minutes on this movie. It's actually, I can't even believe the studio would even approve this. This is so fucking bad. Nothing in this movie is good. Not one goddamn thing is good in this movie. Bill Skarsgård, we know he's a good actor. We love him as an actor. Terrible in this movie. Just, I don't know what the fuck he was thinking. I have no idea. It has to be the writing and the directing because, like I said, we know he's a good actor. He's phenomenal.
Yeah, he's great.
This is shit. This is absolute shit. This is way worse than Beetlejuice. Like we were just talking about. Just, oh my God, don't waste your time. This is so bad. And the other person, FKA Twigs, is who the love interest is in. Because you know the story of the Crow.
Yeah.
Their girlfriend or boyfriend or married or whatever, and they get brutally murdered, and he comes back to get revenge. Awful. FKA Twigs is pathetic. They're like, she's like a British star or whatever. I'm like, she's not an actress. I know that for sure because her performance is trash. And Rupert Sanders, who's the director, is never, ever hire him ever again. Dude. And Danny Huston, who's like the bad guy, which you look him up. You know who it is. Awful. Awful, dude. Just so bad. I can't believe how bad this shit was, dude. I thought, so when we were talking about this, I'm like 65% or whatever on Rotten Tomatoes, like,
Yeah,
I might be in the plus positive. I just got to see it. And then, dude, the first hour of this film, it's really hard to watch.
Yeah.
It's so badly written. It's not even close to the original Crow. It's so bad, dude.
Yeah.
And then when he goes into the violent, when he goes into the violent part or whatever, you're like, oh, it's going to get better. It does not. We saw the whole movie in the trailer, dude.
Yeah, this is one of those like where you think the critics get it right, obviously, because the 64% is where it's sitting at right now for audience score, 18% for critics.
I don't even know how
that
I don't even know how it's high.
The way you're talking about that seems high for both.
I don't even know how it's high for either.
Yeah.
I would put it at 1%.
Yeah.
This is a 1 out of 10 for me.
Oh wow. That's
1
bad.
out of
That's
10.
So bad. So I'll never fire this movie up.
Never. You're wasting your time.
Yeah, it's almost 2 hours long. By the
I
way.
can't believe how badly this movie is. I thought for sure. I'm like, maybe I'll probably like it a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
there
probably
might be
like-
some kind of good stuff in it.
Yeah.
You know what
I was
mean?
like, man, people are being harsh because it's like when you do something like this, I'm like, well, first of all the Crows that come out, like Brandon Lee is like top. I get it. 100%. I agree completely because he was that first Crow movie was great. He was fucking fantastic in them. But I'm like, I mean, the Crow, like if you think about the comics and everything, like violent action, everything, I'm like, I'll probably like this. But I'm like, I don't like anything about this movie. Even though when the violent part started, I'm like, Bill Skarsgård looks like a fucking idiot. I'm just like, wow, this is so bad.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's a movie I'll never watch.
And by the way, I just want to say real quick, this is supposed to be a love story at some point. They spent way too much time on that. And then also at the same time, okay, so they tried to do the origin story of the love story. And then we're supposed to believe after 10 seconds that they were brutally in love. That he was like, oh, I love you so much. And I'm like, it doesn't work, man. It doesn't work.
Yeah.
Like that if I had to believe that they were truly in love, you had to spend way more time on that and maybe a sequel, because I just didn't buy it. And I was just like, wow, this is fucking trash. And FK Twigs, I don't know her personally, obviously, but you're not an actress. That was bad. She was bad.
The only
British
thing
too, by the way. She was like, oh, you want to get some tea and scrumpets?
Yeah.
And I'm like,
the only thing I know about her, she dated Shia LaBeouf, bro. LaBeouf or whatever his name is. And like apparently that was the girl he like beat the shit out of or whatever, and he got canceled.
Okay, I didn't know that.
But I think he's good now.
Don't watch this movie. Yeah.
Don't watch this movie. Yeah, I'm not gonna watch it, dude.
Don't. Please, for the love of God, don't watch it.
I'll keep the memory of the original in my mind, bro.
Yes. If you're let me be your pain is what I'll say on that whole thing. Like, let me be your pain. And honestly, we should, because we talk about these movies. Me and you should both watch these and talk about this.
Yeah, well, that's the thing about the Beetlejuice, and then this one. Like, some of these movies shouldn't be touched, bro, and that's what we're worried about. Happy Gilmore 2.
Oh, it's gonna be so bad, dude.
And this will lead right into what I wanted to talk about as far as the Goonies.
Yeah, dude, I'm just letting you know right now. Like, you brought up Happy Gilmore 2. It's going to be so bad.
I'm not excited.
It's gonna suck so
like you
much.
Said, Tom Cruise figured out how to make a sequel almost probably better than the original.
And he held that bitch down for a minute.
Yeah, for a long time. And that one blew me away, dude. We were in the theaters when we watched that.
We went to the IMAX thing too.
Yeah, I was like,
oh my God.
This did not disappoint. It was fucking metal from the start to the fucking finish.
Yeah.
I mean, and so people need to take notes, man, because when you, like you said, like there's some movies, man, you just don't touch, dude.
Yeah.
You just don't fucking touch. Like there was that White Men Can't Jump fucking remake, which I have never watched. Neither one of us watched because we knew it was going to be bad.
I'm not watching that. Why
the first one's literally
what I'm watching on that whole thing is Wesley Snipes and Woody Harrelson.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. And then like, I mean, unless you just fucking do it and make it fucking better. But like 34 years, like this Goonies movie is going to be 40 years later.
Oh yeah, let me know. What are you talking about?
Now at first, man, people thought this shit was fucking really going to happen, and like Sean Astin, a lot of the younger like and Kiwi Kwan was attached to this. Sean Astin, Martha Plimpton. There's a couple of people in the original who are dead now.
Brolin.
Brolin was.
He's not dead.
No, he's not dead, but he was attached. Like he was coming back too.
Of course.
And but now it looks like that was just a rumor. It says like the Goonie cast says that rumored sequel is not happening, at least not now.
They'll do it, dude.
Yeah, but I mean, like I would, I was kind of excited when I saw this because Goonies is a massive thing. I've seen the Goonies probably more times than I fucking.
Of course, I took my daughter to see it in theaters.
Yeah,
they re-released. Re-released in theaters. I'm like, let's go watch this movie. She loves it now.
Yeah, like Steven Spielberg was attached to this, dude. He was like a producer of the first one, and he was going to do this one, and all that. And then there is no Goonies 2 script. There's no one attached. Spielberg's not directing. It's not. Is this real.
Kind of like they're trying to hide it or something?
Yeah, these are the actors saying this, so now that tells me maybe they're trying to keep
I don't want
to
see it. I don't want it. Just leave it alone.
Yeah, and Corey Feldman said now he has no info. But that guy's out being a rock star right now, playing in front of goddamn arenas.
Yeah, let's listen to Corey.
His rock star career is blasting off, by the way. He's
I mean,
he's opening up
bigger than we are.
Yeah, I was like, I need that guy's booking agent, please.
Yeah, dude, it's so bad, dude.
He's opening up for Limp Bizkit right now, which is crazy to me.
I know.
But anyway,
it's so bad. He's like, watch a solo. And he's like, not even playing. I'm like, oh my God,
dude, you can't play guitar, bro. Anyway, but like, so who knows, man? This could be like,
I think it's a lie.
Maybe they're trying to divert the attention off of it. Maybe it's not a thing. But 40 years is since the original happened. I think you'd leave that one alone too, because that movie was perfect too, dude.
100%. You don't fuck with it.
Right. So
you don't fuck with it.
And now moving forward, man, there needs to be more people out there. There needs to be more script writers, more directors who want to do like original shit. Make new shit, bro.
Yeah.
Quit remaking shit and quit trying to make a sequel.
It doesn't work.
It doesn't work. It hasn't worked.
After 30
like
years.
we said, Maverick was the only good one I've seen in the last.
That's just
however
Tom
long.
Cruise, though. Like
Yeah.
he's one of one.
Yeah, he doesn't miss.
Yeah.
You need to find
He
dudes that
never
don't
misses.
miss.
I can't wait for Mission Impossible next year.
Oh, I mean, that's going to be
The
mad.
last Mission Impossible was, I was like, I'm watching a masterpiece again.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. They've made 87 of those, and they've all been great.
Yeah, because Tom Cruise, bro.
Yeah, I was like, Jesus Christ, these are every one of them's good.
I'm like, I want to see what Ethan Hunt gets into now.
Yeah, I was like, he's gonna get out of it, but like,
I mean, I can't believe we had Nachi on. He was like, I've never even watched one of those. I'm
oh
like,
my God, Najee, get the fuck on the train. Bro.
yeah, I was like literally in the first movie, get on the train.
Yeah, exactly.
The actual first one.
Yeah, Jesus Christ. I'm disappointed in Nachi, but I'm
I
gonna tell
really
him that
am. I'm
in
like,
2
there's
weeks.
like 7 out now, so you got some time to at least watch them. But like, trust me,
binge 'em.
watch them with fucking Jenna, bro, when you're bored.
Yeah, because it's gonna be amazing.
Oh God, so good. Yeah, I'm with you. I don't. I think don't touch the Goonies, man. Just leave it alone, dude.
Yeah.
Like it's not gonna be good if you read or sequel to it. It just doesn't work, man.
Yeah.
Please leave it alone. We've seen it so many times now, and now we're seeing it with. I don't think Beetlejuice is making that much money, to be honest with you.
No, I don't think so.
It made $100 million in its first weekend, and I think it's going to falter.
Oh, it's.
I think its budget was 100, is what I read. But in order to make a sequel, I think you probably have to double your money at least.
It's not. That's
Maybe
not
more
gonna
than that.
Yeah.
I don't think they'll do it.
Yeah, because even we were there for Friday the 13th, which is a big weekend. You think a lot of people there wouldn't. The theater
Especially
was
for Beetlejuice.
The theater was not packed. I mean, there was people in there, but I mean, it wasn't like
Not
you
sold
think,
out.
You think every seat would be, but no, we had seats around us that were empty and shit.
Yeah, I went on a Tuesday.
Yeah.
And I mean, I know it's a Tuesday, but you know what, motherfuckers? Tuesday is Cinemark's like half price day.
Yeah.
So I thought it was going to be busy, but I had seats. I went by myself. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, dude, I've done.
I go to shows or movies by myself all the time. I like that.
Yeah.
It actually relaxes me.
I love going to the movies.
Yeah.
I'll go by my fucking side. I don't give a fuck.
So, anyways, there was no one next to me in my seats
Yeah.
at all, and I love that even more. Except for that fat bitch during the Deadpool and Wolverine that I went to, and she was like, And I was like, shut up, bitch.
Yeah.
I cheered Gambit, so eat your popcorn, fat ass.
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I don't want Goonies 2, though. I don't want it.
Yeah. I mean, well, the synopsis that I read sounded like a good storyline, but I was like,
I don't want it. No,
if you don't fucking do it perfectly, it's not gonna be worth it.
I don't want it.
Hey,
I'm sorry.
If this is a hoax, I'll be happy. Like, you can leave Goonies alone and I'll be fucking fine.
Right. I don't want it. Leave it alone. Okay, real quick, and before we get out of here, and we're going to tell some crazy stories as always, and we're done. We're done.
Yeah.
So we can watch probably the fourth quarter of this game and then the Sunday night game. Dave Grohl's out there, and apparently this is one of the weirder stories that I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah.
Dave Grohl, it was alleged that he has a child all of a sudden outside of his marriage. And we're like, oh, wow. Well, in my mind, I'm like, rock star fucks a chick out of his marriage. Not shocking.
Happens all the time.
Yeah. However, there was a post on his actual page that says this, by the way. Now, however, his team or whatever is saying like that was a fake. It's a fake. Everything was fake. I don't know what to think on this, bro. I'm like, what the hell? I thought for sure that because he posted on his actual thing, and I was like, oh man, that must be hard. Like,
Yeah.
Prayers to your family,
Right.
type of thing. But also at the same time, I was just like, dude, he's a rock star. He's fucking everything in sight. I mean, I would maybe not as old as he is.
Right. He
probably.
he definitely did.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. Probably I would do that. Yes. But I'm just saying. Now all of a sudden they're backtracking.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
what's real?
Right.
What's real, brother?
I don't know, man. Yeah. I would think that this is probably true because it wouldn't shock me at all.
It's like this whole Shannon Sharp thing is like, oh, it's fake, and I'm like,
yeah, no, we heard you fucking her, bro.
what was it though? Like,
yeah.
I'm not trying to say anything bad about Dave Grohl. I love Dave Grohl, except for the fact that the Foo Fighters are. Never mind. I'm not going to go into that.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's Dave Grohl always seemed like a funny, like cool guy, down to earth guy in his interviews and shit. But you never know, bro. You never know. These guys, he plays in front of fucking thousands of people every
night,
and there's 100 fucking girls, 100+ girls wanting to bang him every night. There's no way that temptation is not going to get to you at one point. And
exactly.
Especially when you're with somebody, if you're with somebody, I think him and his wife have been together a fucking long time, dude.
Long time, dude.
Yeah, you know that fucking shit doesn't stay like the first time you ever met before. Like, you get tired of each other and shit. And one night he might be mad at her. And then he's out at a concert. And he's like, oh, this blonde wants to blow me.
I'm
and then he's like
13 hours away from home on a flight. So I'm just going to bang this Brazilian chick.
It's going to happen.
Yeah.
So I would not be shocked if this is a true story. Hopefully it's not. Maybe whatever.
Dude,
I don't care.
Whatever. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter either way. This happens. He's got enough.
That's one thing.
That's one thing
I said. I was kind of like this news came out, and I'm just like, who cares? Like, that's Dave Grohl's life, and I'm not surprised that he's
it's not shocking, like, right? Like,
yeah. So I was just kind of like, whatever.
Any celebrity that their relationships end because of infidelity, you're like, oh, I saw that coming.
Yeah, I'm just not surprised.
Right.
Doesn't matter to me. The other thing I want to mention real quick before we move on and get out of here. Jane's Addiction had an onstage fight this past week. So I've actually seen Jane's Addiction live. I think I'm on record on this podcast saying they're the worst band of all time.
Yeah.
They are. Except for that one song, just because. That's one thing I'm like, oh, I like that song, actually. I don't know how, but I do. But anyways, their lead singer, Perry Farrell, who's insane, by the way, literally was on stage, and it's on video out there. You probably have all seen it. He attacks Dave Navarro, who's their guitar player, which I think you all know Dave Navarro, right on stage for no reason. I was just kind of like, what the fuck provoked that? And it feels like there was something on the side of it, or drugs. Yeah. Because Perry Farrell's on drugs. There's no doubt about it.
Well,
I saw him live. He's on drugs.
Yeah. Well, there's a thing. Perry Farrell's wife came out on an Instagram post and said she blames it on frustration. Perry's frustration has been mounting night after night. He felt the stage volume had been extremely loud, and his voice is being drowned out by the band. Farrell's wife,
with good reason.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. 100%. She said her husband has been suffering from tinnitus the whole.
Oh yeah. Is that how you say that?
I think so.
How do you officially say tinnitus?
It's spelled
tinnitus.
Tinnitus.
Yeah, so it's like the ringing ear. Tinnitus or tinnitus.
And a sore throat. And by the end of the song, he wasn't singing. He was screaming just to be heard. Well, let me tell you something. You do a sound check every goddamn day before the show.
Yeah, you do.
You can say, hey, my fucking voice ain't loud enough. And you can fix that shit.
Dude, let me tell you, I saw them live, and he's awful.
Yeah. And when you watch the video, Navarro has no fucking clue what's going on. He's like,
yeah, he doesn't. He's like, what the hell?
And you could tell, like, he was soloing, and then Perry is, like, singing, trying to sing over, and you can't hear Perry. He's getting pissed. And I'm like, why are you getting mad about that, though? Yeah. You know? And so, yeah, but like you said, as soon as the concert over, that's probably, anytime a Jane's Addiction show ends is a good thing. Early or not.
Exactly. Now let me tell you, I saw them, and they're terrible. They're trash. They're the worst one. They're up there as my worst bands of seeing all-time live because of Perry.
Yeah, no.
It's not because of Dave Navarro. It's because of Perry.
Right, yeah. He's bad. He cannot sing.
Exactly.
By the way.
Fuck him and fuck everything. All right. Just want to mention real quick, let's get the fuck out of here. We're going to the crazy things now.
Or we got we haven't talked about RIP sections.
Oh my God, you're right. I fucking forgot to bring that up, dude.
This is a big one, bro.
I feel so bad right now because I forgot to bring it up.
Yeah.
Dude, you're right. And the biggest one of all.
This is massive.
Not of all time.
Not of all time, but this is big.
This is big, right? James Earl Jones.
James Earl Jones, man.
And the reason I forgot that is because it happened literally after we recorded last week.
Yeah. That's true.
Like probably like hours after.
Yeah.
And so we're a little late on this. We only record once a week, though. 93 years old, James Earl Jones, who, I mean, we've quoted on this podcast.
100
We've
times.
impersonated, like, people will come, Ray.
People will come, Ray.
Yeah, Leaf does that better than I do. 100%. Yes, James Earl Jones passed away, dude. 93 years old, which, by the way, like we've always said, just making it to 93 is impressive. And, of course, he's a legend, dude. He's done everything.
Well, yeah, first of all, he's a military veteran. And then he got into the movies. He's stage actor. He did so many goddamn. I mean, his fucking credits as far as film go.
It's 10 miles long.
It would take us an hour just to talk about his fucking movies.
Yeah, we could do a whole podcast episode.
But he was Darth Vader's voice, very well known as far as that goes.
Of course. And they're still going to have him as Darth Vader's voice because of AI.
Yeah, AI is going to do that.
Yeah.
But yeah, he massive guy.
I mean, the first time I ever saw James Earl Jones is in The Sandlot. That's the first time I ever saw him.
Yeah.
As a kid, for me personally.
Right.
And he was the blind guy that they got the ball back from, like the dog or whatever. And I was like, oh my God, all right. And I just remember he's just his voice is iconic, obviously.
Yeah.
But he was in that movie, and I'm like, dude, this guy's great. And yeah, I mean, just like Leaf said, he's a fucking legend, dude.
Yeah.
And I forgot. I am so sorry about our goddamn RIP segment. This was the big one, man.
Yeah, that was a big one.
Well, like I said, it just happened right after we recorded last time. So
yeah.
And
then another one real quick. He's not a huge actor. A lot of people aren't going to know who this guy is. Chad McQueen, who is Steve McQueen's kid. He was in the first Karate Kid movie, and then there was flashbacks in Karate Kid 2. He got an acting credit for that, but he's, his acting credits aren't really big. But like, I think he was in. They brought him back for Cobra Kai, I believe.
They probably did because they brought everybody back.
Yeah, they brought a lot of those old guys back, and so he was a part of the Cobra Kai Kang Dynasty, baby.
Hey, bro, we're talking about Jonathan Majors over here. Hey, by the way, did you see that Jonathan Majors is charging like $140 per autograph?
Oh, really?
At some sort of
like in a Comic-Con or whatever?
Let me take 1 second and relax. Some sort of Frightmare Fest or something?
Really?
Good Lord, guys. NFL Sunday, baby.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Frightmare Fest or whatever. He is charging $140 an autograph.
Yeah, wow.
And I'm like, aren't you just lucky to be around people?
Right,
like,
yeah.
you lost your job, bro.
Yeah, it's pretty wild, actually.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
But
I saw the videos, man. It didn't look like he was guilty. Anyways, carry on, sir.
But anyway, yeah, Chad McQueen was in Karate Kid. He was Dutch in there. He actually fought against Daniel LaRusso in one of those matches before he got to the final thing. He was the bleach blonde kid,
Yeah.
If you watch that movie, you'll know who he is.
Yeah, 100%.
And he didn't have like a mass. He wasn't a huge actor, by the way.
No, he wasn't. But like I remember him.
We talk about Cobra Kai, we talk about Karate Kid. It's a big part of our fucking childhood, and so yeah, and Zabka and Ralph Macchio, they both put like these big things, like he was a great guy and everything. And
perfect.
So R.I.P. to that guy. He was Steve McQueen's kid, who was a fucking legendary actor.
That's
by the way.
insane, by the way.
Yeah. I didn't know that until I saw this whole post and shit.
Didn't know it either.
So, but anyway, there's those R.I.P.
R.I.P. And then we're moving on to the crazy stuff, and then we're out of here, bro.
Let's get out of here, bro.
We need to be out of here a long time ago.
That's true.
Just kidding.
But you know how this goes.
You know how it goes out there. All right, man. Just one thing, and that Leaf has one. He's going to end on I got one thing. Just saying, OnlyFans creators made more than every NBA player's salary combined last year.
That's
Do I need to repeat that sentence, or are we good?
so you're talking about every OnlyFans creator.
OnlyFans creators made
All of
more than every NBA player's salary combined
And
last
that's
year.
you know what? That's wild because NBA contracts are not small.
Exactly.
They're massive.
Exactly. So this
talking,
story,
we're talking about billions of dollars right now.
yes, and exactly. Yeah. OnlyFans content creators made well over $1 billion more than some elite basketball players, showing just how lucrative a career. Oh God damn, guys! Somebody get me a stroller. Holy shit, dude! Showing just how lucrative a career selling explicit videos can be.
Yeah. Dude, we've talked so many times on this podcast about if you're a female and you're fucking decent looking, if you're hot and you're working at a bank or something, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
Quit your job, start an OnlyFans page, show your pussy, jab a dildo in it, or, you know, you don't even have to do that. There's chicks out there just showing their tits and not even banging people, and they're making millions of dollars.
Yeah, exactly. So here, I'll continue.
And you don't even have to be hot. There's dudes
Right.
out there that are subscribed to the ugliest motherfuckers I've ever seen, and they're making a ton of money. Wild. It's wild to me.
I'll continue.
Go ahead.
And by the way, just drink 15 beers and try to read a story.
Let's do it.
Anyways, Basketball Forever found that in 2023, and by the way, this is also OnlyFans confirmed, OnlyFans creators all earned a whopping $6.6 billion. That's billion with a B, compared to the $4.9 billion earned by NBA players. That's $1.7 billion more. OnlyFans creators are earning way more money than fucking NBA players. I just can't believe it, man. And I'm not surprised, actually. I'm not surprised because we've seen it so many times, as we were talking about earlier, and you said just now. I mean, if you're so hot and you dedicate yourself to this, you're going to make so much money.
Yeah.
I mean, you have to dedicate yourself. Though you can't just be like, hey, I started it and hope I make it.
Yeah.
Like, you're not going to make it.
No.
Like, you have to actually fully dedicate yourself.
Yeah.
And I'm not surprised. This is a wake-up call to anybody that's like, hey, blah, blah, blah. Like, for women out there.
Yeah.
They made over $1 billion more than professional athletes. I'm just like, it's because they're showing their shit. And I'm just, you know what? You don't even have to. Just build a niche or whatever you.
Yeah.
You know, it's just.
It's crazy. This is actually a job now.
It is.
Showing your tits and ass and
But
pussy.
you may have to do that. Like,
Yeah.
we know Amaranth,
Oh, yeah.
for example.
Yeah, she
who
does
just
fake
never
shit.
showed her anything or titties.
And she makes like $1 million a month.
Yes.
Or whatever it is.
Yes. Yeah, no, you're right. $1 million a month. Yeah.
$12 million a year. Everybody.
Yeah. 30 million, I think, total because of her because of her messages, direct messages.
Oh,
By the way, you're not talking to her.
No. She's got a
People are like, oh, tipping her. And I mean,
Yeah.
you're not talking to actual Amaranth.
Yeah, her DMs are so many people, so she can't keep up with that. Yeah, it's not her doing it. She's got a company.
She hired
doing
a
that
company
shit.
to do it.
100%.
And they're like sexting other people. You're not sexting her. Stop.
Yeah, so just if you want to send her money, just know that you're sending it to some fat bitch in fucking Illinois.
Right. Who she hired.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, good God.
You got
Your fucking beer was way in the bottom.
Yeah, you had to dig deep. Bro.
Yeah,
It's
I tried.
fucking ice cold though, baby. That's what I like.
That is actually, when they go to the back, it's cold. But anyways, I just want to say, OnlyFans is on fire.
Yeah,
Still.
yeah.
They earned more money than NBA players. And it's insane.
A whole goddamn league of professional athletes.
A whole
That's
goddamn
fucking
league.
crazy.
And like you said, they make so much money.
It's insane. Yeah.
Holy shit. All right. Tell your story. Let's get the fuck out of here.
All right. This one's a little crazy. For all
we got somebody coming over for the Sunday night game, bro.
Oh, nice.
Sorry.
Illinois woman. I'm just going to read the title here, the headline. Illinois woman allegedly fights elementary school principal after dropping baggies of cocaine.
Cocaine.
Illinois, bro, is getting wild up there. Let's see. A woman has been arrested in Illinois after allegedly fighting with the principal of an elementary school who had told her during a meeting that police would be called because she dropped baggies of cocaine. The incident involving Shakita Barfield happened on Wednesday morning at Welsh Elementary School in Rockford, Illinois. The station, citing police, said Barfield was at the school for a meeting with the principal when she allegedly dropped baggies of suspected cocaine. When the principal picked the baggies up, Barfield reportedly became upset when she was told that police would be called to the scene. 33-year-old is accused of punching the principal several times in the face, scratching his face and arms, biting him, and using his tie to strangle him. Strangle him.
Dude, we're on the fucking verge.
Motherfucking beers, baby.
Yeah.
She is now facing charges including possession of a controlled substance, aggravated battery to a school employee, and disorderly conduct. So she went to a meeting with fucking cocaine in her possession.
Cocaine.
Maybe leave it in the car, lady.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, just leave it.
Why are you dealing it to the kids as well, or what the fuck is going on?
Yeah, well, you know what? You might be right.
And it wasn't.
Maybe she is.
It wasn't immediately clear what the meeting was about. Probably her kid's a piece of shit. Maybe her kid was high. Who knows? As the brawl was unfolding, the school was temporarily placed on lockdown. The principal reportedly suffered non-life-threatening injuries. Yeah, he was just scratched and punched and shit because she was flipping out that her cocaine dropped out of her pocket, apparently.
Cocaine.
Yeah, that's wild, man. Hey,
Yeah, that's so bad.
you got an elementary school kid who's, obviously he's what, 4, 5, 6 years old, right around that area.
Yeah.
Don't do cocaine.
Yeah.
Don't have cocaine in your possession when you go to his school.
Maybe don't do cocaine.
Yeah.
How hard is that?
It's wild, man.
And you know what? A lot of the times we're like, man, that's probably pretty hard with some of these people out there.
I don't know, man.
Not for us.
Not for us, because we're good people and we're good adults. We're good parents.
We're actually good. We really are. No matter what everybody thinks out there, we are.
Right.
We just have fun, when we don't have our kids.
Right. We're getting drunk because they're not here. If they were here, we would not get drunk.
No, exactly. No, I really wouldn't.
That's how you do this. That's how you parent.
That's how you parent. And by the way, if you're married and have if you're married and have kids, you can also still get drunk, but make sure the other parent's not drunk or does cocaine.
Don't do heroin either. That's bad.
Actually, I'm gonna look for strippers and cocaine tonight.
Yeah, I'm down.
All of us out there in Nevada looking for strippers and cocaine.
Hell yeah. All right.
Dude, that's insane. And relax over there.
Yeah. What the fuck you doing up there in Illinois?
Oh,
bro?
my God.
It's Chicago, bro. They don't give a fuck up there.
Yeah, that's actually one of the dumpster fire places that I don't want to visit.
I did want to go there before, but like recently.
Chicago?
In recent years, yeah. You know what I mean? Maybe,
100%.
Maybe like 20 years ago. I should
It probably wouldn't be that bad if we went down to downtown, because we're guys, so it wouldn't be. We're not in danger.
You're right.
I mean, if I can walk through Detroit downtown with Aubrey, and we were scared. We were not happy.
Yeah.
We were walking swiftly. Let me tell you,
Yeah.
to our hotel. We made it, but I think Chicago would be. I'd be more worried about Detroit, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
So,
But I mean, Chicago's just as bad now.
it really is.
Yeah.
It really is. And you know what? I don't know what to say. I just will say this. We love you guys. This is what we'll say. Let's end this episode. We're out of here. We had a good time, man. Thank you. And I hope you guys like the flip-flop. We got the sports up front because we were heated for both of our teams. We were like, let's talk about the sports up front.
Yeah. Let's
we're
get it out of
heated.
the way.
And maybe and if you like the format, we'll keep it. We'll keep it.
Yeah,
We'll do the sports up front,
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
especially with the NFL because, now
Yeah.
both of our teams are mediocre.
Very mediocre, yeah.
Yeah. I'm not. And don't tell me out there that the Cowboys are not mediocre. Get the fuck out of here. They're fucking very mediocre. They're
Neither
worse.
one of us are excited.
Leaf
for
was
football.
like talking to me like while we were watching the games. He was like, "Oh, my team," and I'm like, "Man, what the fuck, bro? Look, what do you think about my team? They're getting embarrassed by the Saints at home."
Yeah.
So, anyways, it was awful.
Yeah. It was bad.
We love you, though. I just want to say, make sure you go out there and follow us on YouTube. We're live every time you hear us. YouTube.com/@Eskimo Brothers Podcast. Make sure you go out there and hit the subscribe button. It's totally free to do that. We'll be live every Thursday night football game. Every time we record, other football games we'll be going live for. We got to do a little bit more of that.
Yeah, we will.
So do that, please. We would really appreciate it. And then follow us on social media because that's where you'll know. Actually, today I dropped the bomb. But anyways, you'll know when we go live. At Eskimo Brothers Podcast, please. Everywhere. Hit follow. Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. X is at Eskimo Bros Pod. I'm out there talking shit to everybody. Leaf pops in every once in a while.
Every once in a while, yeah.
Yeah. And then, of course, this audio is coming out too, my guy.
Yeah, on Tuesday mornings.
That's your job right now.
Yeah. On Tuesday mornings, the audio drops on all fucking streaming platforms that you can listen to podcasts on. Our major ones are like Amazon, Spotify, and Apple. I still haven't figured out what you got to do on Amazon to like rate. And
I have no
the show.
idea either.
But I'll look at that next time. I said that 3 podcasts ago, but I haven't done it yet. I'm sorry. But on Spotify,
You sound like Beetlejuice right there.
hey, guy. Hey,
I'm just kidding. The juice is loose.
yeah. But anyway, on Spotify, if you go to our page, there's a 5-star thing. You just click on the stars, give us 5 stars, please. Thank you. The algorithm stuff and everything. Apple's the same way. You go down, you go to our page, scroll down, write a review. Please write a couple sentences of how funny you think the podcast is or why you like it and all that. And then hit 5 stars on that. Submit. Get it done, baby. That helps us with the audio stuff and gets us in front of more people. So we would appreciate it if you would go out there and do that for us.
We really would, man. We love you guys so much. And thanks for listening. Thanks for hanging out every week.
It's been
and
fun.
We'll see you next time, man. Leaf, we're going to sit here and we're going to drink some more beers. And we also have a buddy coming over for the Sunday night game.
Fucking A.
Fucking A. He said,
Hey.
fucking A.
Fucking A. Fucking
What's that
A.
movie? What is that from?
Office Space, baby.
Yeah. He's all like, man, this is great. This is great. We got sunshine. Luna's like, fucking A. He's like, fucking A. That's what we'll say when we get out here. Fucking
Yeah.
A.
Fucking A.
Cheers.
Cheers.
This has been another episode of the Eskimo Brothers Podcast. Thank you for listening, and be sure to follow or subscribe to the podcast on your favorite podcast streaming service. And until next time, remember, an Eskimo Brothers bond is worth more than gold.
I don't even know why I try anymore. I don't even know. I don't even know why I try anymore. I don't even know. You can't replace me. I'm awake, it's time to break free. I'm levitating. I don't even know why I try